gonna take on the world. We're gonna take on the world.
All right, guys, we are back at it again. Sorry we had to take Monday off, but the Bears were playing and I had to watch football. I'm sorry. I apologize. But we're back with episode 128, Third Eye Truth Theorem Podcast, October 15, 2025, downtown St. Joseph, Michigan. We are live, ready to go again. Wednesday night. I am the host, James Gill. This is my co-host, Joe Hill. And tonight's guest is none other from City Plumbing, downtown St. Joseph. Heating and air conditioning. I almost forgot to say that. Micheal Ross, welcome to the show, my friend.
Hey, thank you so much for having me, guys.
Oh, shit, I hit the wrong button again.
I'm used to being cut out.
Yeah. Welcome to the show.
Well, thank you.
That's the button I was trying to
I
hit.
like that.
All right, we got it now. We're back in effect, guys. Welcome to the show. How you doing?
I am doing fantastic.
Good,
I'm
good.
so excited to be here.
Glad you can make it. I mean, we had your wife on, 3 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago?
Yeah,
And
you made it.
we were hoping, yeah. We were hoping to get both of you on, but she's occupied today. So
We can always plan that for a later date.
yeah, we do it another
That's what I
time.
was going
I
for.
need my time
That's what
alone
I'm
too.
going
Yeah.
for.
This is your time.
This is my time.
Your time. But yes,
Well, listen, let's talk about the Bears real quick.
man.
I was rooting for them. What a game.
Oh wow.
What a game. And,
Dude.
you know, to watch the Ben,
Yeah.
coach, take over and this
Yeah.
team, how they progress every week. Oh,
Have you seen any of the post game celebrations in the locker room?
I have not.
Oh, those are intense.
Are they?
Intense.
I've never seen one.
Oh, you never seen that?
No.
You know what? Bring it
Well,
before
you go
me.
bring.
No,
You know what's
I'm
so
trying
great?
to get this
You know
show
what's so
on.
great
Huh?
is
Not letting me get the show on.
Don't worry about that. You can do that anytime. I'm straight.
what's great is to see how he's developed
Yes.
with the Bears and how the Lions had to develop too,
Yeah, and
because they
it's-
struggled in the beginning. That was
Exactly.
a big loss.
But the thing is, it's going to take a couple of years to be to that
Mhm.
point where the Lions are now,
Oh yeah,
and I can appreciate that.
me too for
But
sure.
I'm gonna bring up this. I'm gonna let you guys
Who,
hear.
wait a minute. Who's your fan?
Who's my fan?
I
well,
you're
I
a
mean,
fan
what,
of.
what,
what
your
NFL
fan?
team do
Yeah,
I like?
Yeah.
Well, I've always been born and raised a Viking.
Really?
Fran
Really?
That's
Tarkington,
not what I
Chuck
was gonna
Foreman,
say.
There you
all
go.
the
Okay.
guys. I just was my favorite team, and my villain was America's greatest team. I couldn't
Cowboys.
stand
Oh,
Roger
man.
Staubach, even though he's a phenomenal
Man.
quarterback. He just crushed my heart. And
Yeah.
he crushed it all the time. And then John Elway crushed it too. You know, I was a big Denver fan. I'll never forget the Super Bowl with Dallas and Denver,
Yeah.
and they were all about the Orange Crush. I remember the Dallas at the end of the game standing on the sidelines with their Gatorade. They have the plastic crush cups, and they were just stepping and crushing them. My heart was
Yeah.
broke, so I went back to Minnesota.
So you guys know, I'm sorry, I'm not drinking out of my beer mug yet because he brought us wine
Yes.
and beer and hats and shirts.
And pretzels.
Yeah, he kicked your ass, Connie.
Yeah, but Connie brought herself.
Look at this.
so.
Look at this. He
Cheers.
brought-
Cheers to
sir.
128.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go, guys.
Awesome. You guys have high five cheers. There.
Yep.
Cheers. But yeah, so this was nice. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's awesome
Glad- yeah.
because a lot of people do bring us stuff, but when they do, we always appreciate it
We
because
do appreciate it. Yeah.
we don't ask for much. We don't ask for
We don't ask-
anything.
yeah, well, you do when it comes
Yeah.
to
Oh hell yeah! But
food.
I hate to
what-
break
are
it
you-
to you.
are
I
you-
asked too. So if you invite me back, I'll be looking for something.
Okay.
yeah, we'll give you something.
All right.
I'll bring. I'll
How
bring
much you guys hear this celebration?
I don't know how loud it's gonna get though.
You'll be able to hear it. Oh, if your phone.
Here, that's what I'm saying.
Got the volume down.
You might have to put it towards the. Yeah, I had the volume
Do
down.
you have you don't even have Wi-Fi in here. Let me do that for you.
We're in a cage.
What the hell, man?
Let me do that for you. No wonder you don't get anything in here. You weirdo.
How am I weird?
Because you don't have Wi-Fi.
I
Do we
don't know
really
why
need to
I-
answer
Do
that
we really
one?
need?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so go on this.
Go ahead.
So while he's looking that up, Mike, were you born and raised in this town?
I was born and raised in St. Joseph, Michigan.
Really?
And I'm one of 5 kids.
1 of 5.
I
Yeah, take care.
share a partnership with City Plumbing with my middle-aged brother, Kerry. My oldest brother, Steve, has his own CPA firm. And City Plumbing was actually started by my mother's father.
Are you done yet?
You don't want me to talk anymore?
Keep going.
No, I want
Keep going.
So City Plumbing was started in 1902 from my mom's father,
Wow.
and ran. My dad was smart. He married into that.
Yeah.
And then he took over. And since then, my brother and I have probably had it for the last 11 years or 12 years. 123 years we're celebrating this year, which is amazing. I'm so
Wow.
thankful for this community too. You know, it's so cool. And it's aging at times because I remember my dad always telling me, oh, you know, you're getting old when you go in to a house that you've already changed the furnace and the AC in. And then you know you're really old when you go in the next time.
Change
And I've been there for the same people.
Really?
But you know what's cool about this community being so small is the parents. You know, I got the grandparents, the parents, the kids, the kids of the kids, and it's so cool. It's such a dedicated
generation
community.
after generation.
Yeah, and just every generation. That's where we're at. So Carrie and I are third generation. And Carrie's got 2 boys that are in there now too, working to host a 4th. That's a long time. That 3rd one's a tough one, and we've done pretty good with the help of everybody here to be successful and still be a player in Michigan's Great Southwest. So I love it.
That's amazing. And being passed on a generation from generation to generation, that says a lot about how good of a quality of service that you guys give. So
well, thank you, and I take a lot of pride in that. I said I think it speaks volumes about our family.
Yeah,
you know, we're not perfect. We make mistakes, and my dad always taught me it's not the mistakes you make, but it's how you recover from the mistakes.
Exactly.
And you know, it takes time to learn that, but again, we would never be this successful without the community around us to support us.
Yeah.
And we've done a lot of cool things. Maybe we'll get a chance to talk about it with the community and see the outreach and the love that they have for supporting specific things or events that we run. So it's really nice. We've been in the same location. I remember being a kid sitting on the roof at City Plumbing, 407 State Street, watching the Blossom Parade when it used to go down State Street. Yeah.
What?
Oh, yeah.
The Blossom Parade used to go down State Street?
It used to go down State Street.
Wow, that's something that you didn't know about this town.
Fact check.
Actually,
That's something that you didn't know
I
about
didn't
this
know
town.
about
How
this
old are
town.
you,
Wow.
Joe?
I'm only 45, but
That explains
I thought I knew
it.
everything about this town.
Yeah, it used to come right down 3
Station,
blocks and turn, and that was the end of it.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that goes to show you how much it's progressed over the years.
Yep.
They had to move it over to Main Street.
For sure.
And it goes over the bridge. Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I didn't know that either.
Oh, now I'm older than you too. All right. Do you remember when State Street was one way? Well, it's always been one way.
Oh, yeah.
But you had parallel park.
Yeah.
You never had the perpendicular
Yes.
park. You could just parallel.
My parents told me about that. Yes.
So
Yeah.
it's pretty cool. We got some history at the office with pictures.
Yeah.
You know, of the front door. My grandfather's fleet was a fleet of Studebakers. We have that picture up, which is just so
that's true.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
And it's in a lot of our advertisement. But to
That's
see how
cool,
we've
so.
revolved from green and orange, and green, orange, and yellow to
The colors change.
sky blue
Yeah.
to navy blue and white. And then we became the Crew and Blue, which is something I was really proud of. I started probably about 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And we take a lot of pride in that.
Did
It's
you
pretty
go to
cool.
school for it?
I did not.
You did not?
I just went to school I went to Western. You know, you asked me a little bit about myself. I kind of cut myself short, and that's
You
very
did.
normal for me.
I said, were you born and raised here? Yeah. Then I started up with this business.
Well, then we're supposed to watch
Third
this. We're
generation.
supposed to watch this video about the celebration of the Bears.
I was going to grab my phone, but I don't want to jump in front of the camera.
So yeah, I was born and raised here. Went to Western Michigan University. Graduated from St. Joe.
Oh,
I'm a Bear.
You're a Bronco.
I'm a Bronco, and a shout out for the Broncos national championships in hockey last year in Division One. A lot of people don't know that.
I didn't know that either.
I finally got an opportunity to buy a championship shirt for Division One, which was cool.
Did you get to see any of the game?
I did not.
No.
I didn't. I watched it on TV. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But to see how that campus has changed, I see,
Over the
my
years,
parents are like my dad and mom went to Western.
Really?
And I was the only one out of my family that went to Western. And to see how it changed, my dad's like, you're always lucky because we paid all that money for the university.
Yeah.
And then I drove by it just 3 weeks ago. I went and drove all through it. I can hardly even recognize it.
Oh,
And I told my kids, I'm like, good thing you don't go to Western, because I'd have to tell you.
Now, was it a party town like it has been in my lifetime anyway?
It's a party campus.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Party campus.
It's a party campus.
Yeah, so yeah, because I used to go. I had a couple of buddies that went to the Western, and we used to go visit them
Over at the Noveview Apartments, probably.
And it was just crazy. House parties everywhere.
Yep.
Now I told you about that one house party with the dude with the sock on his dick.
Whoa.
Drinking, I was like, what the hell? I was shocked too. I was shocked too.
He
man.
told us on the podcast, so it wasn't
That's
just
my
me.
first time tasting Two Hearted beer from Bell's Brewery.
It didn't have a sock over
No,
it, did it?
No, it didn't. Didn't have a sock on it. I was like, I was like, wait a minute. What am I getting myself
I keep
into?
on telling him he's the one with the sock on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
He got confused.
No.
It's funny because, Western's biggest rival's always been Central Michigan.
Yeah.
And my brother went to school at Central. He's an All-American baseball player at Central Michigan. And my brother-in-law, who I introduced to my sister, was the nose guard or center for Central Michigan. And he had a lot of awards too. And I'll never forget when they came to play Western, that's when it got wild. And my senior year is when Western really went down for being a party school. And we beat Central, which was very hard to do. My brother-in-law actually scored a touchdown in front of me. I don't know how you do that on offense, but he did it. And then he went to Central, came back.
Yeah.
And we lived right up above the stadium. We used to have these quarter barrel pony kayak races. We'd have 5 people on a team. And I tell you, it was just that night. It wasn't me. It wasn't by us. But that's when cars were catching on fire. The people were in the stop and goes, just helping themselves to liquor, soda, and eating the food. And it really got a bad name then.
Yeah.
But State was always the party school in Michigan. So
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
That or Ferris.
I'm hung out there too. That was a crazy place to hang out.
That or Ferris.
Ferris. Really?
Yeah, yeah. Big Rapids. Hell yeah.
See how good you guys were? You hid that from everybody. All those
That's way up north.
Oh, way up north. That's only about another hour from Grand Rapids.
Yeah, this was about 2 hours from here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my sister went to Ferris.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's a good school.
What year?
Shit.
Cheers.
She's 37 now.
Oh,
So it was quite, it was
after
time. Yeah, it was
It was-
back in 2009.
Oh, it's-
I helped her move her stuff up there.
oh,
Me and my
it's
mom.
way after me. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
But she went there too.
Isn't it crazy how time flies?
Man, it does. I mean, all my kids are grown up. I mean, pretty much grown up anyway. My
How many
son's
kids you
19.
have?
3.
3. Nice.
My son's just turned 19 this year, so he'll be-
Nice.
yeah. But graduated high school this year too, so it's just time just goes by like
I
that.
know.
So yeah, my daughters are all grown up.
It's sad. I've got a lot of friends that, man, I can't wait for my kids to get out of the house. But, I love having my kids.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, they keep you young. And I did move to Florida for a while. And my oldest, Ethan, was born in Florida.
Yeah.
And after visiting some of the public schools, I don't think this is where we want to go to school.
Was it pretty bad
Well,
down
they're
there?
all like modular trailers, and it's hot.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've got with my family. I mean, there's I think 16 or 17 nephews, niece that
Big
all
family.
all
How
these
big was your family?
Well, my family, there was 5 children.
Yeah.
And then my oldest brother had 4 boys and a girl.
Okay.
And my partner brother had 3 boys. You're going to catch a pattern here.
Yeah.
My sister Susie had 4 boys.
Oh shit, a lot of
My
boys.
sister Cheryl has the only daughter. Well, second daughter,
Yeah.
actually. And Connie and I, being golfers, it's like, I'm not going to fall for this. I'm going to go for 2 because everything's a foursome. Golf's a foursome. Disney World's a foursome. Restaurants are foursomes. And we got 2 boys. And I looked at her. She says, you don't even have to say it. I'm not trying for a girl because I was pure, you know what, for
Well,
my
if you look at
father.
But if you look at it, you 2 are foursome.
You mean we're that big?
No,
Oh.
no. You and your 2 sons are a foursome.
Yes.
So either way, you still got a foursome.
So yeah, I think it's 17. A lot of kids. It was the best thing we ever did.
That's a lot.
I came back here,
Yeah.
and my kids got to enjoy some great cousins.
Oh,
and we're still really tight.
That's the same way I was growing up. I had a lot of cousins, and on my, especially on both sides of the family, my dad's side and my mom's side. 9 children on both sides. They had lots of children. My grandma had what, almost 25 grandchildren.
Wow, that's a rich life for grandma.
Yeah, another 15 great grandchildren. So it's
now. Listen, I got to start counting that high. Then I'm aging more and more.
Yeah.
But it is, it's the love that keeps you young. You know, when I swore I was going to move to Florida, and I couldn't wait to move to Florida.
Why?
And
Florida?
of course,
of all the states,
golf. I was a golfer.
You can still golf in
warm.
the Carolinas. You can still golf in the West.
Well, I didn't think about that. I really only knew Florida.
Oh, that makes sense.
So, you know, when I finally moved to Florida,
screw this.
I met my wife who lived in Florida, and she spent, let's see, she's 4 years younger than me. She spent 4 less years wanting to get the heck out of Florida and come to Michigan. So I lost. But it was the best thing we ever did.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, she was telling us how you used to caddy for her.
Oh, boy. I got some stories.
I used to caddy for her. And what was that one we're supposed to ask about?
Was it Lansing?
Oh,
Walnut Hills?
No, when you're caddying for her when she was on the tour, you have to grab her. She has to grab her a club. You pull the club out, you clocked her in the head and gave her a concussion.
That's a little bit
far. Is it far?
So it's worse. So yeah, I can tell you, I remember it like it was last night. We were in Lansing at the Walnut Hills Country Club.
Okay,
and it was the Oldsmobile Classic for the LPGA. It was the first event I ever caddied for my wife. And I grew up as a golfer, played collegiate golfer, played, little mini tour stuff. So I thought I knew all the rules and knew everything. And she's like, hey, she says, hey, do you want to come up and caddy for me? I'm like, I'd love to. I love golf. And she's just such a great woman. I mean, and we went up. I was a nervous wreck, spent the night in a hotel. Next morning, we had breakfast, met her mom and dad.
Is that the first time you met him?
I met her father like a couple of weeks before that. First time I met mom.
Wow.
And of course, the first question is, you guys sharing a room? We're like, yeah, I'm not paying for it. So I get up there and she hands me this book, a yardage book. And she's like, you know about that? I said, yeah. So I'm in there looking at it. And I said, I know golf. I've never seen a yardage book, but there's a lot of abbreviations in there. I like JIYFU, which is just in case you know what.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what's that mean? What are these 3 numbers? Are there any rules I need to know? She's like, no, you know what you're doing. So, I don't know if you guys follow ladies golf, but back then, Beth Daniel, Meg Mellon, Kari Webb, these were big time names, top 10 players in the world. And she went out to hit some chips. And I was standing out on the putting green, shagging the balls. 3 balls. Yeah. Beth Daniel walks over, kindly says, get your butt off the putting green. You're not allowed on the putting green. And so I walk over to Connie and said, that's number 1, strike. You forgot to tell me that. and figure this rule out. You can go out and you can watch them putt. You can stand on the putting green. And you can bend down, pick the ball out of the hole, say, here you go. But you can't stand there when they chip it, pick them up and throw them back. But that's the rule. So her parents came up on, I believe it was the final day. I know I jumped ahead here, but this is a good story. So none of the caddies like me. The caddies are like a union, and I'm the boyfriend. So it was a hard fit to get in, but I earned my way. I did everything a caddy could do. And God bless Connie. She made it a lot better for me. You can go into the clubhouse, eat dinner, eat breakfast, but I didn't do anything. I learned that you stay with the caddies, cold donuts, rotten milk, So it was day 3, and now we're in the cut. And this is Connie's best performance of her career, basically. And I think she was in year 4. And now I'm like, cool. So I got the bib with Masterson on the back. And, you come out, you stand on the driving range, and I'm holding the bag, and I don't know what to do. So I'm watching everybody, and they're like cleaning the clubs. Oh, towel's wet. Cleaning the grips. Doesn't look real good, And I'm like looking around, at the stands behind. Man, you should see the ladies there, the girls. And I wasn't paying attention. And out comes Connie, and so I just taken the club head, moved it down. I'm scrubbing the grip. And as I'm scrubbing the grip, the toe of the club is going up, down, up, down, up, down. Well, first thing Connie did was not announce herself, and she bends down to get in the bag. And as she bends down to get in the bag, the toe of the club hits her in the head, and she's out. I'm like, fanning her. Guess who comes from the stands? Mom.
Oh, shit. You were in
What did you do? What did you do? I said, I don't know. I knocked her out. So there is truth to it, but everybody saw it. And it was pretty embarrassing. And it traveled with me to every event for like the next 4 years.
Oh, it traveled with you?
Yeah, always, every player.
At least she kept you.
Yeah.
At least she kept you.
She was pretty good. Her story is really remarkable, and I listened to her.
Yeah.
And there was a lot more she could have shared, but that's not an easy living. And
No,
her dad built her.
that's what
really
that's what she was saying. Pretty
Really
much,
built her. And he was tough. He's tough on me. He's like, you're ADD. You need to get away from me. You talk too much and you're too nervous. You guys are probably figuring that out right now. But, it's the best in-laws I could ever ask for.
Yeah.
The best wife. And I've got 2 beautiful kids. So that's me in a nutshell. We finally got back around to the ending.
But the best part is she was telling the truth, though.
Yeah,
She was.
She was telling the truth.
Now I got to share if you let me share one more story
Yeah,
in
go
this
ahead.
same tournament.
It's your show.
It is nice. McGraw, part of Crew Blue. The final day, she's in like 8th place. So Saturday afternoon, we'd always get to the 3rd hole, and she'd always tell me, when you're a caddy, you it's hard work. I mean, you're out there on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday learning the course. And your whole idea as a caddy is to open up the golf course.
Right.
And your whole idea as an architect is to make it look challenging. And I was always taught, if you really want to learn how wide open a golf course is, you walk it from back to front instead of from front to back, meaning walk from the green to the tee.
Yeah.
Because the holes are wide. But from the tee, they make them look like they're really tight. So we got to this 3rd hole, and every day I'd say, you got 120 to the front, 131 to the middle, and 145 to the back. And I heard her tell that story about, well, no, I got 142. Because that's how they are. But they're that good, And so I said, they get to this hole, and I'm like, you gotta hit it this far. No, I gotta take 1 club less. I said, why are you gonna take 1 club less? Because I'll go over to green. So the first day we bounce in the bunker. Second day we get there, I give her the number, bounce in the bunker. Third day we get there, it's 157. Oh, I got to take 1 less bounces in the bunker. So that hole we made bogey, bogey, double bogey. And if she probably had done that, she probably would have been in 1st place going in the final day. Or we're really close. And so I said, look, I'm going to go out and do my job as a caddy. You're going to practice. I'm going to go sit on the 3rd green, and I'm going to watch what every player does. And they're all flying it to the green. Nobody's bouncing it in, like what she was telling me we had to do. So we went out for dinner, had this beautiful dinner. I'm telling her all about it. She's like, really? I go, yep. Okay, I trust you. So I'm so excited because she's in like the top 10. I invite like 12 of my friends to come up and watch.
Yeah.
And she had a good group because she hung out with us. So they all showed up in Lansing. And we get out, and thankfully they didn't show up the day before when I knocked her out. That would have been really hard to live. But this one could be just as hard to live down. We get to the 3rd hole, and I look, and I didn't see them, and there they all are. And they're standing you to me away, James. And I'm like, okay, you got 142 front, 163 to the pin, 175 back. We need to fly at 155. Okay, what do you think? It's 5 iron. Okay, and you stand there with the bag. She takes the club, and then you walk away. And I look over at my buddies, and I'm like, watch this. Thinking, we're finally going to do it. And she's over the ball, and she stops. She goes, get over here. I go, what's going on? I can't hit this. I have to bounce it in. I said, no, we just talked about this for 2 hours at dinner last night. You can't bounce it in. We're going to be in a bunker. No. Okay. She gets back over it, and I turn around. I look at him again. I go, this is going to be it. We just have to get through this hole because I know how she's going to play. She pulls me back in the bag. She says, "You have no idea what you're talking about." And I said, and I argued with her. First argument I ever had. And I argued in front of my buddies, and they're all watching.
You
And
argued on the tour.
Well, she was a girlfriend.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just want what's best for you. This isn't the club. You tell me it's that club one more time, and I'll kick you off this bag, and I'll take one of those guys right in front of my friends.
Oh man.
And she did it one time before to somebody else because I heard all about it. You know, this is one event that all the caddies were betting that I wouldn't make it through 4 rounds. You know, with her.
Oh shit.
So I made it to the final round. And I said, okay, do what you want. You don't ever say that. Point, double bogey. And I walked off the green. I'm like, you know, it's amazing when what you can hear when you don't try.
Yeah.
So, if the tables were turned, would you listen to her and
That's
trust
a
her?
great question.
That is a good question. I like
So
that.
let me tell you the story about that. So I got selected to play in the Michigan Atlas Cup trophies in Holland. And Connie's like, I'm going to caddy for you. And it was a 2-man event. I was with one of my good friends here. And we go up there. We get to the first hole, and she's telling me, yeah, it's an alter shot. I drive it down the middle. My partner hits it up on the hill. My partner hits it up on the hill. And I always took a lot of pride in my short game. And she's like, what are you doing? I said, I'm just loose hands. I'll pop it out, hit the front. Run. She said, okay. And she goes to the other side of the green, right where I can see her. I'm standing on the hill where this guy put me, and she's like, I'm like, what? You can't do this. You need to do this. And I go, no, I can do it. Well, needless to say, it didn't work out.
Yeah.
And then I told you so. So we have had our interchanges. But you know what? It's so much fun to play with her. And 8 out of 10 times, she's probably going to beat me. She's just that good. Now.
She even said to James when she was on that 7 lessons.
Yeah, she'll
She would make
I heard her.
7 lessons. He can beat me. I said, good luck.
Have you ever played?
I played, but I don't play well at all.
Do you like it?
I do. I want to get into it.
I don't think you need more than 2 or 3 lessons.
This joker right here.
I know. I see.
I just want to wipe that smug.
We'll do
look
it
off
for
her
free.
face.
We'll do it for free.
That laughter.
We'll do it for free. I'll have her do
You hear
it.
that
I
laughter right
hear it. It's evil. I heard it when we were throwing bags about a month ago when I met him for the first time. Like, who is this guy?
I love it too.
And then next thing I know, he's like, you're on a podcast on October 15th.
I did, actually.
I am?
Yeah. That's even funnier. I did do that.
Yeah. But you know what? Seriously, the biggest challenge of golf is success.
Yeah.
Especially when you begin. That's pretty much a life lesson.
Of course.
So,
yeah.
You get discouraged and you don't want to do it. But golf's like anything else. There's fundamentals. And as soon as you get the 3 fundamentals, grip, stance, posture, or ball position, it changes the whole thing. And all of a sudden, it's like fishing. You know, first time you fish with a bobber, you're out there, you can't figure it out.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, you figure it out.
Figure it
Golf's
out,
the
yeah,
same way.
yeah.
So listen, I would be willing to press her bet of 3 lessons.
There's a bet.
And I haven't seen Joe play, but I've seen him throw bags. There's a lot of similarities. You still got to hit the green or the board,
Yeah.
and you got to put it in the hole.
I'm a talent of all sports.
And just looking at him doesn't even look like a golfer.
No.
That's the point.
I mean, you and me,
We're
we
guys,
got it.
We're guys that play sports at all.
Exactly.
and I played 7
You played 7 sports?
in my life. Yeah.
How many sports are there? Badminton, volleyball, swimming, diving.
Shit, I can't do all that. Hockey, golf, baseball, soccer, football, a little basketball, but not very much on that one.
I definitely got him on that.
Yeah,
one.
you got me on that one.
Basketball?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
I'd like to see him run up and down the court.
I think we'd both be out of breath.
now, yes,
We'd both be out of breath.
yes. There's one more, but
You know, he's got hockey in that background, and that's a good golf. That's
Yeah.
a good golf thing. You know, I was
a goalie though.
so it's not a good golf.
Think
about
back.
You know,
That was gold.
my golf career started out a lot different than Connie, other than playing in high school and college, into the golf business because I just love teaching people. And it's really satisfying to watch people develop. That's why I'd love to take you under 1 or 2 lessons, and then I don't watch you anymore. It's just, you can see all that success in the beginning.
Go make some of
Be gone.
But I worked at a club in Detroit, and I was so blessed. I had Wayne Fonts
Oh, really?
as a member and lesson. I gave Bill Lambier and Isaiah Thomas lessons. I got to ride around with Mark Aguirre and Isaiah. And this one, they won the back-to-back.
Yeah.
And Isaiah went down he didn't go down, but the verbiage was they were throwing the game or betting on the game.
Right.
I'll never forget that day. My head pro came up to me and he says, "Hey, Ross," he says, "you got the last guy coming in. He'll be down in the parking lot. He's there right now." And I went down, red Porsche. It was Isaiah. And I'm like, I couldn't. I mean, I
Really?
just loved Isaiah until Michael Jordan came.
Big fan.
And I didn't like the way the Pistons ended when Detroit finally lost the throne and Chicago took it.
Yeah.
Spoke a lot to me about. Now, Bill Lambier, I could see that way because he was tough. He was a good basketball player. It's hard to know. But you know what? I had Stevie Eiserman.
Really?
We had outings.
You ever take pictures of all these people that you?
Did
you ask?
No, I've got pictures and autographs and things like that. But what was cool is we would host these outings. So we had the Lions outing, we had the Red Wings outing. We never had the Tigers.
No.
Never had the Tigers.
Kind of odd though.
We had the Piston outing, and Wayne Fonts, he was a character. And there was 5 assistants at Indianwood Country Club where I was working. And the first thing Wayne did for all of us was give us gray spandex pants, or not spandex. What did they call those pants back in the day? They looked like spandex, polyester with a Lions shirt. Yeah. And if you weren't working, we had the invite to go stand down on the field to watch a game, which was pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
I remember when the Heisman candidate was picked by the Lions. Is it Houston? Andre Ware.
Andre Ware, yeah.
Andre Ware.
Man,
one of the nice guys I ever met, and his father. That place was the first place I started in the golf business, and it was tough work. It was 2 courses. Just met some fantastic people and some athletes. And
that is pretty cool.
Like, man. And one of my favorite stories, probably from being there, is there was 5 other assistants. I made 6. I was on the bottom of the totem pole. And I remember sitting there, and every time we had an outing code, this fancy place.
Yeah.
Dress code, had to have collars, had to have shorts, pants, had to have all that.
I wear pants.
And my buddy who I roomed with in college, Chuck, he says, you gotta go tell that guy he can't play. I'm like, are you kidding me? I mean, this is a huge outing. And I'm like, I'm not going to tell him. He says, you got to tell him to come in the shop and he's going to have to buy something. Well, it's a little easier to do that. Well, I start walking out there. He's probably about 200-300 feet away. You learn in life that a lot of times you get set up.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So I'm walking out and I look at the window and just imagine 6 of you sitting there and they're all looking out the window and they're watching me go up, and I look back and I'm like, man, this doesn't feel right. So I'm like, excuse me, sir. Guy's got hair down to here, hat, black shirt, and black sweatpants. There's no way he's going out on a golf course.
Not wearing that stuff, right?
Not
even like that.
That's my kind of guy.
He's talking to the president of the club, which probably should have been a tell-all for me.
Yeah, I gave you a signal right there.
I'm like, excuse me, sir. He turns around, tips his glasses down. Mike Ross, it's really nice to meet you, Bob. Really nice to meet you, Bob. It's Bob Seeger. He's the host of the outing. And they set me out there to tell him he can't play.
Did you look back, these guys cracking
I
up?
look, and they're all in the window laughing.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
My gosh, dude. It's just so many great memories.
That's cool. Right?
Yeah, so many great memories.
Do you miss it?
I do miss the people, and that's that was my biggest attraction to it. And it is down at work too. I mean, you know, you're always going to need plumbers. You're always going to need heating and cooling guys. But you always need people. And I enjoy getting to know people, you know, and I know a few times my dad, even my brother, you need to cut your sales process a little shorter. But you know what? Everything you do is developing trust. And I enjoy meeting people, except you, when you're my bag partner.
I beat him.
You beat him? Oh, God.
Did you guys beat us that night? Oh, yeah, you had.
Yeah.
No, you had Shannon.
But I beat you though.
I have a different memory of that. I'm recalling something different. I do remember his little moped though out there. I'm like, you're gonna ride that home at 1:30 in the morning?
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
In the dark.
Yeah.
Had,
No light.
had two
I
headlights.
know. But still, in the
It
dark.
lights up.
That the whole thing lights up like the, remember the movie
Dynamo.
Running Man?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Dynamo.
Dynamo. Running Man, that was Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
At least I could have been buzzsaw. Damn. But I actually had a question about city plumbing and heating.
And air conditioning. I
Damn
worked hard to
Damn
fight
it.
that.
Damn it, I forgot
Gotta
one.
get all of that in.
I know.
It's a mouthful when you answer the phone.
Yeah.
Everybody
And
shortcuts it.
Okay. So with all that, I heard you guys are you guys still union?
Mhm.
You're the only union plumbing around
No,
here?
sir. No,
No?
sir. Nope. There's several union shops here.
Really?
Um,
What's the other one?
Andy
pl-
Egan.
Plumbing though?
Yeah, so we're all mechanical contractors. So we're not just plumbing.
So are you all part of the same
We're all
union?
part of the same union.
Oh,
It's Kalamazoo Union. So you got
Nice.
Andy Egan, Lapine, D.A. Dodd,
Oh,
my good
Dodd.
my
Yeah,
good
Dodd.
friend Steve Ringer at
but-
BER.
But I don't count Dodd as they are plumbing, they are a commercial type
When you think of
plumbing.
them commercial, they just don't do a lot of residential
Yeah,
anymore.
you're
yeah.
more residential and commercial and everything else. Yes.
We've changed. So
Yeah.
when I was younger, you know, we built half the Whirlpool buildings. Half
Yeah.
of them are down now. Like Plant 7 was gone, Plant 3,
Yeah.
Plant 4. I remember being a kid doing it. The ad center, which used to be the headquarters for Whirlpool, I remember going out there and laying 10-inch cast iron pipe with the guys and think about how they did it back then. I mean,
Didn't
those
you do
guys were
Lico?
plumbers.
Well, yeah.
They were plumbers.
You guys did some of Lico too.
Nope, never
Nope,
did anything
never
at
Lico?
Lico.
Really?
No.
But you guys did.
I know Carl really well, and I love. He's a good guy. And,
Oh yeah.
you know, everybody
My
kind
whole
of gets
family.
into their pattern.
Yeah.
It's interesting that Steve Ringer and I, who Steve's the owner of BER,
Yep.
we're such close friends, and my dad and his dad were too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's kind of because they fought really hard because we had a local union here, and they fought really hard to keep them here, but they ended up all going to Kalamazoo. But what'd you say?
I'm filling you up.
Oh, thank you. Am I getting funnier?
No.
You guys can just tell me to be quiet
No,
whenever
no,
you
no,
want
keep
to.
going, man. No,
I'll take
no.
the whole podcast over
Okay.
for you.
You're just getting prettier.
We're just
No.
getting,
Oh boy, stop. That's not me, that's you. But you know, yeah, there's a lot of union shops here, and you know, I said earlier, some of the things we've done. I don't know if you guys did you know Denise Bone?
Yeah.
So I went to school with her brother Kevin. Did you know Denise?
no. Yeah.
Denise used to work
That's
for the
what it
radio station, and she was a breast cancer survivor.
Yeah.
She was a survivor of many things. Tough, faithful woman.
Tough cookie.
Yep. And Denise came down. I'll never forget. I want to share this story because it's got a cool ending to it. She came into my shop one day, and she's, you know, we're sitting there and we're doing a fuzzy socks campaign in the middle of the winter, giving out socks to people, sitting in our showroom window with beach sand, umbrellas, and chairs, and it's snowing outside. But people come in and we give the fuzzy socks away, and we're sitting there. She's like, you know, she loved the color
Pink.
hot pink.
Mhm.
She always wore
Oh
hot
well,
pink.
all pink, but yeah.
Yeah, but she loved pink, but
Yeah.
hot pink. And
Yeah.
she's like, you know, Mike, they need pink toilets. I'm like, pink toilets? How you gonna do pink toilets? Well, it'd just be cool to do pink toilets. So then we started thinking about breast cancer survivors, and like, you know, together between her, myself, and Johnny, who's at the radio still, you know, we're chit chatting. I said, We need to, Denise, like, we need to do something for breast cancer awareness with hot pink toilets.
Yeah.
And I said, I can make them. And I made them. I mean, they got about, you don't want to light a match up around them because they'll
Right.
explode.
Right.
Oh yeah.
But I painted 2 hot pink toilets.
Yep.
And I came up with the name Flushing Out Cancer.
I like it.
And
You never heard that
No,
around here?
and
Oh yeah.
and we did it in our showroom windows.
Yep.
So the first year we did it, we brought in the radio station live all day, had 2 hot pink toilets, and they travel today. They're just out at Watermark a few. I can say that, can't I?
Yeah,
You
They're
can say
out at Watermark a few
um,
weeks ago. People call us, hey, can we have your toilets?
That
You don't want to do anything in them because they're full of concrete.
That was 2 weeks
Right.
ago for their for the October 1st. They had their Watermark had their
They had their cancer fundraiser.
Well,
Actually, I was supposed to sit on that hot.
You were a celebrity pick.
I know I was.
You should have went and done it.
celebrity pick?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
I was.
So it's kind of funny. We started this, and Denise is like, well, what can we do? She's like, wouldn't it be funny if we could put these celebrities in Berrien County or at, higher
You're a celebrity?
Yeah, I guess that's a misterm for
Yeah,
him.
actually, I am a celebrity.
They
because-
must have been desperate, James.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, let's get this guy out here sitting down drinking this beer.
no, actually, the funny thing is the reason I was picked. I was trying to get out there, but I was already planned on doing something. I had a bowling tournament, so I didn't know it was on the same weekend. So I contacted people. I said, I wish I could come, but I can't.
It was a Friday.
Yeah. I have bowling on Friday, and I just couldn't do it. And I said, if you can get me in earlier, I could. But I was a celebrity pick because at the Watermark, I'm kind of well known there. Sometimes doing goofy shit.
Not a shock at all. In my book, not a shock at all.
So when they had their thing in February for where they plunge the polar plunge,
Okay.
Mhm.
I wore Speedo back-to-back years.
Oh man, I'm glad I missed that. Woo! Could you imagine?
No,
I'd never wear mine
I've
again.
seen them speedos. It's-
Yeah, I done
he
it for
have a
Halloween.
sock
I done
on?
it for Halloween. Done it for Halloween. Oh,
Were you
man.
wearing a sock, Joe?
No. So
that might have been him at the
It
party.
was your dream. It was your nightmare. There never was a party. You just had a nightmare. Could you imagine if you would have saw him?
Oh.
Tons of people saw me. So the lady approached me for it, and I do a lot of weird stuff. So for Halloween, I dress up weird for there sometimes and stuff like that. And so she said, "I would love to have you on there." I said, "I'll try. I'll try to make it out, but I'm not going to promise anything." So then when she told me, I found actually a couple of my friends told me, said, "You're a celebrity pick to sit on this throne." This pink throne, and I would have done it. I told them I would dress in all pink, but I just couldn't make it because I couldn't.
If you get a
skate bowling.
chance again, do it.
Yeah. I will.
I
I will.
So let me tell you how that started. Is with Denise and Johnny and I from Midwest Broadcasting. We're sitting there and we're like, what can we do? How can we make this fun? How can we involve our community? So I don't know if you've ever been to City Plumbing, but we're right on State
Yeah,
Street.
I know.
And I've got 3 large, probably 15 by 15 showroom windows that are all glass that face the street. So the first year we picked one window, set up the radio station there, and we had 2 pink toilets in there. And we picked what we call celebrities. We had Sheriff Bailey. We had a couple state troopers. We had Ken Kosminski from the Buck. We took business owners. And the whole goal was we started small. It's like you got to sit on a toilet and you can't get off the toilet till you raise at least $200. And which isn't asking a lot, but it was a lot.
You can't get off the throne.
And people would come by to watch, and they put the money right in the toilet. You'd be sitting there and they put it in the toilet.
Yeah.
That's a cool idea, man.
Yeah. So, the first year we did this,
Yeah.
I think we were a little let down, but we raised like $2,500, but
It's
it was a start.
Exactly.
But it's something just for the cause.
Yeah. So the next year we took it to another step. And the next year was the year that we lost Denise.
Yeah.
So she definitely shined. I'll never forget. We got pictures of how pink the sky was at the sunrise when we started this. And we brought in motorized toilets that you sit on, and you raced around downtown.
I never had to race one.
It was the coolest thing in the world.
Yeah.
People driving all around and going into the stores. Ken went into the buck and he's racing up and down, come back out. And it was just a fun thing. And the celebs, or celebs, they were much smarter, took a lot of responsibility. They didn't want to be sitting on that toilet for 2 hours.
Right.
So they pre-raised the money.
Yep.
So they come in, they drop the money in there. And that next year we were about $5,500. And a shout out to the union for my shop and the local shops here. One of my guys went to the head of the hall, and they threw $1,000 in. I'll never forget it. I'm like, man, this is so cool. And we started having more traffic, and we had a spot inside where people could come and share their success stories, and some of their sad stories. But man, you learned a lot.
Yeah,
you learned a lot about cancer and cancer survivors. And we had the local Berrien County Cancer Center there. In the first couple of years, we donated to breast cancer of whatever, but that all would leave here. So I think that year it was about 5,500, maybe 65. Next year we came out, got even bigger. Pink donuts, pink lemonade, tons of people. Wrote on the windows with the soap, cancer survivors, and another window was who we lost. Had 2 windows set up with Pat Moody, who I just love that guy.
Yeah.
He'd come in and do it was early, Rossi, you got to get up and come in here at 6, I always set my brother in early.
You should see him outside the place
Oh,
when he's not being.
oh yeah, he's a wild guy. And that year we're at probably about 11,000.
That's awesome.
And then I think did it for 6 years.
Yeah.
And turned into pizza and
Yep.
A lot of help from this community. I mean, it was crazy. I mean, people coming in that had cancer, people that sat on the radio. We had both windows live. We had WHFB,
What
93
stopped it, though?
Coast. COVID.
Really?
COVID stopped it.
Yeah.
That was the last year. I think that last year were about $20,000 or $18,000. Now that's crazy.
That, especially starting off where you started from day one.
2,500. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what makes you want to keep doing it. It's kind of
exactly.
like that golf
Exactly.
scenario. You see success. And when COVID came, it was hard.
Yeah.
And then it was online donations because everybody was shut down. It just plunged.
Went downhill.
But we still had something. And we've always, at City Plumbing, I was always part of the Men in Pink, Real Men Wear Pink for years, and my brother. But we still do. Matter of fact, I think I forgot to do it this year, but I have to do it. We take a percentage of our residential sales and service projects, and we donate that. And we changed and started giving everything back to Berrien County Cancer Center out on Hollywood. And,
Susan B. Coleman.
no, we used to give the Susan B. Coleman.
No, Susan B.
We dropped that. We went to
No,
Berrien County Cancer Center. They're in Hollywood in the Cancer Center.
Yeah, but what's that cancer center called?
Berrien County Cancer Center.
Is it what is
Yeah.
it called? I thought it was something called something else.
No. So Nancy, who used to be the president out there, I went over with my nephew to present a picture and the money, and what really makes something worth it is when they take you in and they show you not just what we did, but what everybody does.
Yeah.
From diapers
Yeah.
to cloths to wigs to scarves to hats.
Yeah.
To make them feel
to the
comfortable.
needs. And it really hit home, not only for me, but my family, because they really Carrie's a little different than me, but he's a little drawn out at first, and he got a little closer, and his kids got close to it, my sisters. And my mom died from cancer. So
Oh, sorry to
about
hear
2
that.
years after that, she was diagnosed with cancer. So it really kind of
Sorry
became
to hear
a
that, though.
stepping
Yeah.
stone.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got 4 years more than what they told her we're told we were going to get. So I learned a lot by watching my mom,
Yeah.
and you learn just how tough they are.
Yeah, exactly.
And you learn how tough you can be too as a family, because if you don't have that emotional support, you're just not going to make it.
No, it shows, man. It just having people around you just uplifting you all times.
Yeah.
It helps so much.
Both ways. It's
Both ways.
funny how the
Yeah.
becomes the uplifter to the family.
Cheers to your family.
Hey, thank you.
And
Thank you.
Definitely.
Wait till I tell you the other idea we had.
Cheers.
Cheers to
Cheers to
Ruth
that.
Ann
And
and
your mom,
all the cancer
and
survivors.
your mom
and
going
those
a
we
couple
lost.
more years.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
That's good.
That's good wine.
That is good wine. That
So
$18 bottle of wine.
it was a little more than that. So as it, like everything, it starts to go a little dormant.
Yeah.
It's like, what do we do next? I love this idea. We want to do prostate for men. So, I think it's blue is the color.
Yeah.
So you just imagine two guys sitting in our showroom windows on toilets, pink, and women, including myself.
Yeah.
Think about wall urinals against a wall, painted blue, and men standing there in the urinal looking outside to do prostate awareness, because that's what this was about.
Yeah, exactly.
It's about awareness. I mean, it's about honoring those who fought and fought and fought and won and lost.
Yeah.
But it's opened my friendship canals to unbelievable people. I mean, with the and I feel terrible. I got to give a shout out to Katie Hess, who I just love her, and I missed the ball, the pink ball. I did it a couple years, and I tell you, to go there, there's nothing more uplifting than to hear a survivor's story.
I know it's awesome.
And there's nothing more sad than to hear somebody who told the story that's no longer with you.
Right.
But man, they fought so hard. And it's just, and Connie got into this. She was a big help down at City Plumbing. I mean, and we had everything. I mean, we had so many local businesses. It turned into a costume party. You should have been there. People wearing some of the craziest things I've ever seen, and they were all pink.
Yeah.
I would actually. I would dress up like a pink monkey, pink gorilla.
It really helped people get through their time. And nothing's better than survivors talking to those who. I mean, I've met people who were close to the end, shared their stories, and those who had just begun.
Yeah.
And to see how people are uplifted and can find a positive in a truly, truly negative situation.
Well, it's good to have the community involved too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just getting everybody involved makes the world of difference to a person that's going through it. Or people.
You're not
going
alone.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
never alone. This is a good idea if I bring it back right here.
Yeah.
We podcast it.
Yeah. We can do that.
And
Definitely.
we share it.
Yeah.
And you know what? I had multiple, I had, Dr. Poloyan was my mother's doctor and his wife, and they helped us and my dad get through that terrible time. But he was a guest multiple times. And at first he was so quiet,
Yeah.
And then the next time I'd love to do it, several doctors from this area. And, it helps to talk about things, when we start to hurt, we get quiet.
And that's the normal human reaction. You don't want to share your pain with anybody.
Why do you think that is?
Personally, I just.
Is it embarrassment?
It could be part of that, or just to have putting your burdens on someone else's shoulder. And a lot of people are prideful, and they don't know how to swallow that pride. And I think that's where you have to let the ego go.
Yeah.
Let that go, and then let people help you, let people in, let people understand what pain you're going through. And if you can do that, it makes the world a difference for you. It's so much easier to deal with.
What a great response.
So much easier to deal with it.
This shit got deep.
Well,
it's okay.
It's great. It's great. Open it up.
I don't know what the statistic is. I used to know them like crazy, but it's every so many people every minute get diagnosed with some type of cancer.
Yeah, my uncle had colon cancer, and
that's a tough one.
And his last days on this earth was heart wrenching. Man, it's just like I remember seeing him come out of the gas station with my cousin, and he was just going around, just making sure everybody that he knew that he loved them, and that was the biggest thing. That because he was one of the big uncles that It was a cool uncle. He was tough. He was always showing that masculinity that everybody wanted to see in a man. That's where I got my stuff from. But to see him wither away, to his last day, just like it's something that you have to hold on to and grasp and take that experience and apply it to your life.
It's amazing how they start out scared and they accept.
Yeah.
And they get stronger and stronger.
And when you see that strength exuding from that person, it makes you want to go out there and be that. It
makes you want to be better.
Exactly.
Makes you want to be better.
Exactly.
You know, we talk about this. It is deep, but I have my brother's. I think he's 8 years older than me or 7. Oh, like 64, 6 years older than me. And one thing he's always done in his group of guys is we got a little cabin up north, and they got a hunting group, and they've been doing it since they were in college. And they lost their first close friend. I think it's been 2 years now. Just a heart attack.
Wow.
But just today, we lost one of our favorites to prostate cancer. And he was working 3 weeks ago. So shout out to Dave Micheal, who we just lost. And my brother, I know the pain. I can hear it. I see it in their text. And it's like, you don't take those moments for granted.
No.
And then one thing I'm so proud of that group of guys, and it's dwindled, but it's for the most part, I mean, they had to go at least 25 plus years of, and there's some shenanigans that are going on. There ain't no hunting, it turned into where we would trip over guns. And then there was no guns and there was golf clubs because it's just getting so warm all the time in November. It seemed like
then we're tripping over kegs.
Hey, I got a buck in the truck, and everybody's like, yeah, sure you do. We wouldn't even go out and look anymore because we fell for it. My brother got one like 6 years ago. Nobody got up. Nobody believed him for like 6 hours. And finally, one of my buddies says, whatever, I'll fall for it. He went out, comes back, and he says, holy crow, he's got a buck in the truck. Like, sure he does. No, he does. Yeah, sure. We're not falling for it. He did. But Dave Micheal was a good friend of mine, and he's going to be missed. And it's sad. It was quick. It's the only blessing to it. It was quick. And I went and saw him. A lot of people, that's a hard thing.
It is.
They don't know how to deal with it. But you know what? I found it easiest to deal with a situation like that is flip sides. Would I want to see somebody? Yeah, I would. Something was happening to me, I'd want to see somebody.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Wow.
I
like the way
it's like, just come and see me. You don't have to say anything. And I
just
walked in there, he's like, hey, MR, how you doing? And these guys are older than me. I said, how you doing? He said, yeah, that worked a crap. Got an infection. When you getting home? I hope tomorrow. That's what everybody says in the hospital. But my God, he was a true gentleman, a hard worker, and a good friend. And we're gonna miss him.
Yeah.
But
sorry
you know what?
Sorry for your loss.
Definitely.
But you know what? He's pain free now, and now he can look up there and say, "What a bunch of idiots out there hunting out there! What are you doing sitting in that spot? There ain't no deer there.
You're not hunting. I like the hunters that actually. This made me think of this. I like the hunters that fall asleep, and there's always they had the cameras on going out, and you see the deer just prancing along, just going along, and the camera's back on them. They're snoring away.
Missed that chance.
You guys say things that bring up real experiences in life. Part of this hunting group, one of the hunters, he'd go out with his lounge chair, and we had property up there, so we were safe. He fell asleep in the lounge chair with his gun, like
leaning against the
tree, and he's in the chair, and he hears, and he opens up his eyes, and there it is. It's blowing smoke out, and he's like,
yep.
And it's such a crazy sport, deer hunting. I used to love to go just to be out in the woods and experience the thrill of being scared to death. You're going in when it's dark. You don't know what's out there. And, this same guy who fell asleep shares a very funny story that's shared at deer camp every year. they happened to be walking through our property, and he was walking behind David, who we just lost.
Yeah.
And he hit a hole in the creek, and he fell forward, and he popped his gun, and it just went to the right of Dave. And I mean, could you imagine? But it's one of the stories
It's like
that
Dick
we've
Cheney.
been gifted to give.
yeah.
And I guarantee you this year, this is what's so unique about losing a loved one
Yeah,
or a
they're
friend.
gonna support him, man. And
The story
Yeah,
will
the
be there
stories.
forever. And
the
that's
stories will be there.
such a unique thing that we have. Death stinks.
It does.
But you know what? You got so much to look back on.
God, I don't want to hear the story that they tell me about me. Yeah.
Well, listen, we're going to say how you thought you were
Shit.
this incredible 7-sport athlete, never got a varsity letter
I got my
in
varsity
7th
letters.
grade.
Shit, I got my varsity letters. I got it in soccer, golf.
Where did you go to school at?
St. Joe.
You got the big ass sweat. Did you get the sweater or the coat?
I got the coat. I wanted the coat. I don't wear it anymore, but I got the coat.
See, it stunk. I got the sweater. It's terrible.
They didn't give me the option of a sweater.
We had letter sweaters.
I do have that sweater. I might have keep on wearing the fucker.
Here's
Was
another.
it,
So we'd get the big,
cardigan.
no, it wasn't. That's way back there. Come on, James. That's like Back to the Future stuff, man. We got
1985.
these crew neck sweaters with a big S on them,
Oh,
and then
no.
you'd get your chevrons for your
On the
sport
arm,
on the
yeah.
arm.
See, I don't.
So-
I might have had that. That was a.
A jacket
Option.
was much cooler to get
Yeah.
the letter on the
I
side.
hated
You
jacket.
could take it off when you didn't want
Yeah.
to.
I
You know,
never
nowadays-
wore it.
Nowadays, people are dressing up Halloween costumes wearing their letter sweaters.
I know.
Because like,
Yeah.
what's that? What are you supposed to be?
Okay, Blake. Don't think about that, Blake. It's okay.
Are you talking about Blake Kinney?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, go Bears! I love Blake. I need him on my side too. He's an officer. I love that kid. So,
But yeah, I mean, my eyes. I lettered in soccer my first year, golf my first year. I didn't letter in football, basketball, baseball, JV. But yeah.
so you were one of those guys on the football team that ran on the field with no
No.
stickers on your helmet.
No, actually, I played freshman football my first year.
So
So
you're smart to quit.
Yeah.
It's a stupid sport.
Yeah.
I love it, but man,
That's
it's
tough.
tough.
That's a tough sport.
I golf over football. I did.
You look at what happened a couple weeks
Yeah.
ago.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hurricane,
Yeah.
and my
I did.
neighbor's boys on the team, and it's sad. It's sad for both parts.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a young kid. He doesn't know what he's doing.
But I lettered in golf all 4 years though.
Yeah.
Top of the hour.
All right, guys. We have
Is that
to
break time?
Yeah, take a little song.
Rub my ears.
Yeah, we get about maybe a 30-second break. But guys, if you watch on the YouTube, please subscribe for any more notifications for the podcast, which we do every Monday and Wednesday night at 8 p.m. And don't forget to hit the the bell notification button, because it gives you notifications anytime we put up new content on any day on Monday and Wednesday at 8 p.m. Guys, this has been a fun podcast. The first hour, it's got tons of story. I am James Gill, your host. This is Joe Hill, co-host. How he's feeling that?
No, I
You ain't even done with that yet?
I drink his.
Oh shit!
Now he's
Here we
into
go.
this.
He's
He's
I
into
brought
the
my
screw
own.
off stuff now.
Yes.
You drank it all?
He's gonna be telling the
Yeah,
stories
you drank
now.
it all. You drank
That's all right. I
Two
didn't,
glasses.
I didn't have dinner tonight, so it's
two
good.
glasses. We had 2 glasses each.
That's perfect.
All right, guys, and this is Micheal Ross.
Home of the Crew and Blue.
Our
City
guest
Plumbing. Let's
tonight.
go.
All right, guys, let's get back to the podcast. We got
All
another good hour for it.
So, I have a actual question for you about your job. So, was it always just plumbing first, or what did it go into plumbing, then heating,
Another great question. I love this question.
then did it go into the air conditioning?
I love this question. So the official name of our company was City Plumbing and Heating. So think about what I just said, City Plumbing and Heating.
Yeah.
We're always were plumbers. Heating back in the day in the early 1900s, and as you progress through the mid 1900s, was a combination of plumbing and heating, because everything was hot water heat.
Yep.
You had boilers, and we were the best at putting them in. And we put in the best boilers, Wild McLean boilers. I mean, they were right out of South Bend, and
Now, when you say boilers, the heating
They use hot water and they go around to either cast iron radiators
Okay.
or
Giant.
baseboard heat.
Yeah.
the big
Well,
giant.
back in the day, they were giant.
Yeah,
Now
they're-
they're smaller than this chair.
Yeah, no, actually, the back in the day, they were the size that people used for grills.
Okay.
Or bigger.
Yeah.
I mean, they'd have 7 or 8 sections in them
Yeah.
that weigh like 300 pounds,
Yep.
Oh,
cast iron.
The ones that the people use for more for smokers and grills now.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Oh, yeah. They make the homemade smokers,
Yep.
that guy.
Yep.
Yeah. So, when I finally got involved in the sales side of things, my brother used to do it, and then I came back. We were very fortunate. We had a gentleman from Carrier who worked for a distributorship for them, and he'd come work 1 day a week with us. And his name was Bill Moore, and you learned a lot, but things changed. And my brother tells the same story. Show up to the house, and you're like, yeah, that's 40,000 BTUs. When I started going around with him and he would be training me, I used to go in there and we'd put together a bid. And this is probably, 80s, not too long ago. And it's like, I'm always one of those guys that's curious. Why did I not get the job?
Yeah.
How am I ever going to learn to be any different if I don't know why I didn't get it? Well, you guys don't do air conditioning. I want furnace and air.
Huh.
So we go out there like, yeah, we need a new furnace. We go in and give them price of the furnace. And the next guy's coming in like, you're getting price for furnace and air. And I started seeing that a lot. And I started asking my dad, I'm like, nobody even knows we do air conditioning, but we've always done it. We're doing it for some commercially a lot.
Yeah.
And it's like, I remember talking with my dad, and I'm like, and the radio was very much responsible for this too. It's like, yeah. City Point Heating, can I help you? Heating and air conditioning, this is Mike, can I help you? We started losing jobs, in my opinion, because the people would tell me, well, you guys don't offer air conditioning. So you start to learn, and it's like, it was a big thing. Our official name still is City Plumbing and Heating.
Yeah.
If you look us up in the records and all that.
Yeah.
My dad and I worked really hard to change the message to City Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. And we saw a tremendous rise in residential sales for air conditioning. And it's still, what do we do in society as people? We always take the shortcut.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Everything's do it as fast as you
Yeah.
can.
The easy way out.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's so easy on the phone. And man, it really upsets me when I walk in and I just hear City Plumbing or City
Oh,
Plumbing and Heating. Because what do you get? Oh, City Plumbing. Oh, you guys work for the city? No. Oh, no.
Right.
Do you guys do heating? Yeah. Do you do air conditioning? Yeah. And I think that was a huge change. It was a mouthful to say, but it's on all our letterhead. It's on our website. It's on our advertising. Not on those hats. You won't see it on your sweatshirt. You'll see it that I brought these guys.
Yeah. Thank you.
And
Here, I got one.
yep, you got one.
I got one show.
That's the celebrating 120 years
Yeah, I like
one.
that.
But see the label on the front of that
Yeah.
got changed. You see that?
Yeah.
City Plumbing and Heating. Where's your sweatshirt?
It's right over.
Yours says City Plumbing, Heating, and Air
Air
Conditioning.
I'll be wearing that proudly.
You better be.
Yeah, I'll
You're
wear that
now a
proudly.
true member of the Crew in
Yes.
Blue. Listen, don't be calling in here on the podcast and asking James to come out and fix anything.
I can't.
It's not going to happen.
I probably can though.
Yeah. But that was a great question. And that's what happened.
Yeah.
And it truly changed things. And like I said, word of mouth is the biggest advertisement.
Yeah.
And you stay in business because of word of mouth. And word of mouth help. Oh man, you guys do cooling. So we started seeing it. And kudos to the radio for picking that up for us too. And we started jingles. Now, I created some jingles when I was little.
I heard a couple of
Did
those.
you really?
jingles. Yeah.
City Plumbing, City Plumbing. We have plumbers on call all night. City Plumbing, City Plumbing. We'll do the
was
job
you?
right. Then we changed it to a professional Crew and Blue one. But yeah, we used to sit there.
That was your jingle.
Yeah, it was a stupid jingle. It never made the radio.
Yeah, it
You
did.
heard it because it was
No.
Hilltop. Never closed, always open. That's what we
No.
used to do.
No, but they sent it because I was friends with everybody at the radio station.
Yeah.
So they
Oh,
always,
you probably got the old one when I did
Yeah.
it for Johnny. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I think I heard that
The
one.
means of advertising are crazy.
Yeah.
And how much it makes a difference, and it cycles through. And I love that question you asked because I can't say it enough.
I have to because a lot of people don't know, or I'm always wondered what always came first and everything else. So I'm always a curious type of mind in my life. So
Plumbing came first, and you're always going to need a plumber.
Always.
As long as you know what flows downhill,
Oh, yeah.
you're going to need a plumber.
so what kind of jobs do you guys do?
It's a pretty wide question.
No, it's not.
We do everything. We do
Really?
anything from residential heating and cooling to replumbing houses to rod and sewer drains, rod and
Okay.
sink drains, laying new drains,
So
boilers, commercial service.
So you do small stuff like
Nothing
toilets,
small.
nothing
That's
small.
one thing I've learned is nothing small.
Okay.
$1 to me might mean a whole lot different to somebody else. Every job's, in my opinion, deserves that personal touch.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter. We're not the cheapest guys in town. But-
I've heard that about you guys.
Yeah, and everybody says that. But you know what? I can pick up the phone and call everybody around here. The labor rate's the same. It's
Except
just a
one.
matter of
Yeah.
It's just a matter of, once again, we'll tie this back to how do you recover from a mistake? Well, a shop like mine, where my costs are so high, because that's the way it is, and somebody who maybe not in a union, they can manipulate wages. Hey, if I was only paying a guy, I hope I'm not wrong for saying this,
No,
but
you never.
No.
if I was only paying a guy $22 an hour and I'm charging 125, meanwhile, Joe's over here in the union shop and it's costing $92 an hour and I'm making $20 an hour on labor and the other guy's making $100 an hour on labor, it's very easy to recover a mistake.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I feel terrible. We'll give you $400 off. It's all labor. There's one thing in this business and any other business that's always the same. The parts are parts. What was that
Always,
commercial?
yeah.
Parts are parts. And you remember what?
Is that Napa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Napa.
I
Parts are
know,
parts.
I know I heard that before.
Parts are parts.
Like, damn,
But it's all
Sad I
about
knew
what
that.
you pay for that you get
Good
done.
call,
What
Joe.
did he say? What did he say? I missed it. I was talking.
What'd you say?
Napa.
No, what'd you say after that?
I said I knew that.
I think you
Oh.
sang I thought you sang the slogan.
So my thing is with being union and everything else, does that hurt you or does that help you?
Another great question. Tough. We like to say that it's a positive. What you get from the union is certified, better trained individuals.
I'll give you that.
I mean, these kids, it's not like, oh yeah, you're in the union. I mean, these guys that come in,
Yeah.
it's 4 years of schooling.
Yeah.
And it's time consuming. The wage is a little bit better. But that doesn't mean to say that those who aren't non-union aren't talented either, because when you look at anything you do in life, it comes down to the individual and
Yeah.
what do you want out of it.
My cousin worked for the union, actually for Dodd. He worked for Dodd.
What
then
was his name?
Jack Hill. So then he went from Dodd to working for the Cook plants.
Everybody does.
So then he went from Cook plant to Palisades, and he's still working
Well,
Palisades.
you know why they're at Palisades.
Now he's working. Actually, he's not at Palisades anymore. He actually works for
Now he's-
Palisades Group, but he's now in Arkansas.
Yeah.
So
So the wage recovery and the benefits
Yeah.
package is much better for
Yep.
a union employee.
Yep.
I mean, face to fact, sometimes non-union shops maybe can't afford to have that where you're paying their insurance or
Yeah.
you have to pay a percentage of it. Another great question. You're on fire tonight, Joe.
I hear
But
that
what's
a lot.
really sad is eventually I think the concept of the worth of what a dollar is versus the worth of your knowledge, it starts to go the wrong way. I want the money. I don't need the
Right.
knowledge.
Right.
And you're seeing now with the AI plants and the
Yeah.
battery plants and Amazon plants, nuclear plants. I mean, we've lost a few employees. I mean,
Probably, yeah.
the nuclear plants come up and say, we're going to pay you $10 over scale. I'm gone.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
the AI plants and the battery plants now are promising $20 over scale. And I will never fault anybody for trying to make a move that's going to make them better for themselves and those they care about. You always have to acknowledge that.
Because they're doing better for their family.
Yeah, but what you got to look out for, which I think City Plumbing's been really good about. That's why we're here for over 100 years.
I know that's amazing.
I mean, that's really an amazing.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Statistic.
Yeah,
I was going to bring
definitely.
that up, but you
think about, okay, now the nuclear plant doesn't need you anymore.
Yep.
Well, who do you think when you go back to the hall? Who do you think's going to want you if you quit?
When the dust settles, who's going to still be there?
Right. So and who's going to want you?
Exactly.
You know, and this is kind of a touchy subject.
It
and
is.
I'm a very proud member to be part of the union. I mean, there's always negative and positives to everything you do in life. And we've been a member for many, many years. I mean, for a long, long time.
So when did you guys join the union? Was it
Well, that's a question I'll have to dial up heaven for.
Right.
Because I don't know, but
so
that's a great question.
It's always been around that union.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, unions were huge.
Yeah.
Unions were,
Oh,
you couldn't even get a job if you weren't union. And I think
Yeah.
that's the biggest reason my grandfather did it.
Yeah.
I'm shocked because
James, you can clue in anytime you want to
I
and
was
throw
gonna-
something out.
okay,
But Joe and I are
Wait.
kind of taking the
I
podcast
gotta-
over.
are you fourth generation?
Carrie's kids would be fourth generation.
Oh, Carrie's kids.
Carrie and I are third generation.
Okay, you're third generation. So
And that's what I said earlier. That's the hobble. That's where usually a business.
So
would
is there
drop.
anybody that in anybody's family that's part of your family going to take over?
I hope so. You know, my youngest son's working with us right now.
Your son's working for you.
My youngest.
Yeah, actually, I met him for the first time because I met the one that was playing bags with us.
Oh, Ethan.
Ethan, yeah.
Mr. Throw it in the hole all the
Yeah.
time.
The funny thing is,
It's not even fun to play with. It's like watching cornhole championship.
yeah, it actually was. But
Joe's, you know, you're throwing bags with Joe. You're like, look out.
I kept up with him. I kept up with him.
You
but-
must have caught him on an off night.
But the funny thing
Right.
is, I didn't know you had another son until he came into Ace, and he said, "This is under City Plumbing."
Oh, yeah. You
And
met Brady.
I typed up City Plumbing Heating because I was at the cash register. I said, last name, Ross. I went,
Hopefully he said Ross with power.
Well, yeah.
no, he said Ross. And he just said Ross. I went,
Are you Mike
I
Ross?
said, I went, there's three Rosses. Are you his, are you part of the Ross's family? He says, Mike's my dad. I went, no, he's not. I met his son. He said, oh, you met my older brother. I went, there's two of you?
That's mini me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's mini me.
I said, there's two of you? He said, yeah, that's my dad. I went, all right, okay, I'll go
He's
with
good
this.
and fit right now, but I told his girlfriend the other day, I said, you can fall for it if you want to, but take a good look. This is what he's turning
This
into.
was good.
Yeah. I mean, when I graduated high school, I was 128 pounds and 5'10". Now I'm 258 pounds and 5'9".
So it goes on what my dad always this is what my dad always said. My dad always said, look at the mother, because that's what the daughter's gonna eventually look like.
Yeah.
Eventually back in her when she gets old and
Yeah.
gray. And
Yeah.
so you look at the mother, that's what you're gonna look at. So look at the mother first. I went, I never stood he talked about until
Oh yeah.
You know who he
yeah.
reminds me of? Shallow Hell. Remember that movie?
Yeah.
My
I mean,
dad.
you got to look past that.
I did. I always do. I went, Dad, that's not always true. There's ways around that now. He says, no, look at the mother. Look, that's what she's gonna look like. I went, all right,
Are you
whatever.
married?
Not anymore.
So
My
did she know your dad?
Oh yeah, everybody knows. My
Did you
dad.
say that in front of you?
Yeah.
For your
Did she say,
ex-wife?
oh, God, you're
Oh,
turning
wow.
into your dad?
No, actually, everybody says. No, actually, everybody says I'm like my grandfather. So
Yeah.
that's a sad.
You know, I like that
I-
statement.
I'm like my grandfather more than anything.
It's cool you say that because at
I
City
am.
Plumbing, I mean, one thing we're really proud of is the turnover ratio is very low.
Yeah.
So that either A means they like to work for us,
Yeah,
or B,
the money's
maybe we're too lenient,
Oh,
or
come
C,
on.
you know, but
No, the money's
some of
good
the
over there.
people that have retired, and I've told my brother this, I think one of the best compliments that I've been given about the two of us is you're like your grandfather and Carrie's like your dad. My grandfather was a little more hardcore.
Yeah.
You know, that's the way you were, to the point, Sometimes it bites me.
Well,
And I need my brother because he's more like my dad, and he's a little bit more calming, a little bit more laid back, kind of evaluate the situation where I might jump at it. But together to have two heads like that, I think I really
balance.
think that's a
Yeah,
reason
it's a good
why
balance.
we're
You're
here so long,
more
even with
yin
the
and
public.
yang. More yin and
Yeah.
yang.
Yeah, it's a good
And
balance.
speaking of yin and yang, I'm tired of ordering gifts off Amazon that are being shipped by yin and yang because none of them are showing up, and I didn't even know it existed. But it's a freight company in Japan.
It is actually
Yin yang.
Yeah, yin and yang. It's a
Really?
great company.
Yeah. See how things just pop up in a podcast.
They did that on purpose. Yeah. But
So it's a really?
Yeah.
Do you know about yin yang shipping?
yeah. It actually, because Lico had a problem with some stuff going back and forth, and it was called yin and yang. So yeah.
It's crazy.
Now I want to touch something you said before on how the older generation were real plumbers. What's the difference between now and then?
I can
Well,
answer-
I didn't
can answer
say that because that's a
My
very
question. Don't get ahead.
very bold statement to get me in trouble. What I said is we didn't have the aids that you have now.
Yeah.
So I remember when the ad center was being built and we're carrying 6, 8, 10-inch, 10-foot, 20-foot sections of cast iron around. Well, when you're in a hole that's 6 feet deep, you can't just pick it up on each end and walk
Exactly.
over there and say, "Here you go, guys," throw it in the pit. They'd have to wheel out these like portable triangular come-alongs and lay the pipe in the harness and then drop them down to them. And you just think about how everything evolves in our industry. I mean, think about, to go in and plumb a house, you had to bring in your torches, you bring in your copper, bring in your solder, bring in your sandcloth, and you're doing the sandcloth, and you're wiping it and cleaning it, and then you're fluxing it, and then you're putting it together, make sure it's together, then you're soldering and heating the pipe up. Now it's a matter of about 12 seconds. And it's called Zoom or Pro Press.
Yeah.
And you take a gun in there and you put your, you still got to clean it.
Yeah.
Put it together, put your two on, and it's done.
Well,
The only difference is if you screw it up, you just lost a $5 or $10 or $20 or $30 fitting. So as the industry evolves and they give you more things to be quicker, to stay competitive, it puts more, this is where I like to go, puts more on the union or the guy who takes a lot of pride in what they're doing. It puts a lot more thought and detail into what you're doing.
Okay.
Well, so back in the day, it was torches and solder, lead.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
cast iron was with a lead and oakum joint. He put the oakum, which is like the worst hairball a cat could ever cough up.
I used to collect those.
And then they plug it with lead, and then you got to heat it with a torch and a lead welt, a little leadolette, and then you melt it and you pour it around. I mean, think about it. Then we went to gaskets, hubbed and no hubbed, PVC, glue and cleaner, to now, pipe that you can pick up that's 100 feet long. That could be 6 or 8 or 10-inch.
Yeah.
Aquatherm pipe. You can pick it up from one end. Two of you can hoist it right up in the ceiling. You didn't have that stuff.
Make the job much easier, right?
Yeah, and you had to.
Yeah.
I mean, this backbreaking industry, and these, now it's like plumbers didn't last a long time, but their will did. And now it's kind of like
They can last a lot longer.
now they can, but
Yeah.
they might not choose to.
Right.
But the industry has changed so much, and it changes as fast as computers. And I remember my distributors coming in, and we got a whole wall 3 times the length of this, full of copper fitting. Just think about the money. And I got 100 3/4-inch couplings, 90s tees, bushing tees, reducing tees. Think about all that. And they'd come in, they're like, "Yeah, you won't have that in 5 years. We're going to go to Pro Press." It was the hardest thing to sell to my guys. A $4,000 tool with a $5 fitting that takes 12 seconds to do it. And the intimidation factor is, well, we're going to speed up our time. Well, everything in life, we already talked about this, is about going faster and faster.
Exactly.
But really, Pro Press and Zoom Lock and all the things we experience now is about thinking more, laying things out. What's the first thing you do when you put a puzzle together? Let's say you got a 20-piece puzzle. What's the first thing you do?
I want to find the edges first.
That's right. You're gonna get all the stuff out and lay it
Lay
out.
it out. Yeah, see what's what.
Because it's gonna make you what?
God, what's-
Quicker.
yeah, exactly. Get everything flattened out.
Wish I could
and
do
Yeah. So
everything flipped
that's kind
over.
of how the industry's come. So these guys that are coming in now, whether union or non-union,
Yeah.
it's so great. It's such a great industry, but it makes you think. And I don't know many people that don't really like to think. I mean, as soon as you quit thinking, it's like I'm not really interested in what I'm doing anymore. So
Do you think?
that's another great question, dude.
Oh, I appreciate
You guys are on
appreciate it.
fire
Do you
tonight.
think now that women want to be more involved in
I'd love to have women technicians.
in men's men workspace, put it that way? Do you think that eventually they will want to do something more like it?
They
along
do.
the lines of Palmer?
They do. You know, one of the fortunate things I have that come my way is I get to travel to a lot of these seminars or dealer meetings, and I've met some unbelievable, amazing ladies and women that are actually like technicians
Yeah.
and heads and run it. And man, I've seen some that can run circles around people. You know, again, we go back on this. What's important? Developing trust, our relationship. You know, it's like that movie. Oh gosh.
What movie?
Oh man.
Where
I
you
knew
going?
I was
Where you
gonna
going?
go
Where you
blank
going
on
with
me
this?
here.
Where you going with this?
Chris Farley and where he sells the brake
Oh, yeah,
pads.
yeah,
Sells the
oh,
brake
oh,
pads.
Tommy Boy.
Tommy Boy.
Yeah,
He's like, hey, you want a guarantee? I can take a crop in a box and guarantee it's a piece of shit. Or you can have, whatever.
Exactly.
And it's just developing that relationship. And I think women are great at it. They really are. And nobody should look at them and say they're not capable of doing this.
Yeah.
They're going to have their challenges too.
Yeah, of course.
But it doesn't, weight, strength, all that stuff. But it's all up in between the ears, and how you choose to step forward. And I'd love to have a couple female employees that were out in the field.
Yeah.
Because you know what? They too change the drive.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And you don't want to have, how we're built.
Yeah.
Oh, she did it quicker than I did it, so.
Doesn't matter.
Challenge.
And you got to always have that challenge. I think if you don't, where you're getting better and better and better, you're going to lose interest and not be so attractable,
Right.
in your industry.
So I got a couple questions to go off with his.
You only get one.
Go
No,
ahead.
I get both of them.
I've taken over the podcast.
Damn it!
You knew I would.
Yeah.
Damn it! It already happened.
Now listen, if
So-
Connie and I are in here together, nobody's going to get anywhere.
Yeah. We'll
It's
figure-
all right.
We'll figure a way to slide some questions.
Yeah, I got.
What's on the other side of that door?
Another room.
Another
That's where
office?
Connie will go. It should be tied in.
So
I'm gonna get in
actually,
trouble for that one. Tonight.
yeah, I think you are. So my two questions are the first one will lead into the other one probably. What did you go to school for in college?
I went for management in marketing communications,
So
and I went into the golf business. I was a golf pro.
okay,
That's what I did when I came out of college.
all right. So you went from golf management.
No, I went in
you
business management,
management,
administration,
golf. Yeah.
marketing, and
So-
communications.
Have you ever been a plumber?
Yes.
So you're a licensed plumber?
I'm not a licensed plumber. I was an apprentice years and years ago.
Okay,
I built my brother's house.
nice.
He's had some leaks. No,
That's
I did. I learned the trade the hard way with my father. I'll never forget
That's
it.
the best way to learn, though.
It was about 2:15 in the morning, and we got a call, and that's how that came down. Then you didn't have answering services. The emergency company would it come right to your owner. He came down, he woke me up and said, "Son, get up." I said, "Is it morning already?" He said, "No, it's like 1:45. What's up?" "You're going on a sewer."
Oh,
"I'm doing what?"
Damn,
Well, I thought it was cool.
you're knee deep in the shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we went down to the old truck stop south of west of town, and I ran a sewer till about 6:30 in the morning. And it's not fun,
No.
but I started to kind of like it.
yeah.
It was cool. And my dad back then, it wasn't like the union. We were the local union, so we didn't have quite the restrictions that you have now and the guidelines. And I understand all that. That's fine. But you didn't get in trouble for going.
Yeah.
You need to go, and I'm going with a journeyman.
Right.
And he's like, get down there. You do this. You do that.
But you
Now,
had someone there to change
Here's a
it.
great thing. When I went down there, we had a sewer machine in a squirrel cage that looked like a wicker basket.
Yeah.
And it had 50 feet of cable. And then the 50 foot of cable would be inside tires.
Yeah.
Which is still how they carry them, inside a tire.
Yep.
Well, the difference between then and now is the machine feeds,
Keep it down.
and you just hold on to it. And back then you pull it out,
Yep.
stick it in, pull it out and stick it in,
Yeah.
which was a much more successful way because rod and drains and sewers and things like that's like fishing. You're feeling.
Yeah.
And then the worst part is pulling it back out. And you got 100 feet in, and you're pulling a steel 3/4 inch cable.
Wait, I'm gonna stop you. And also, you got to think this cable is in the sewer line. Where's all the shit go to? The sewer line.
Well, he's going to tell me that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're generally running water,
Yeah.
so you're rinsing it off. But
No,
to
you're
pull it out,
Not all the time.
yeah, well, you got gloves.
I forget. I keep forgetting your dad's appointment too. So I apologize for that, man. You know something about
Yeah,
this.
I
It's
know
hard
everything.
work,
Yeah.
and you're right. And nowadays, there's lots of ways around that. You know, if it was up to me, I would include the. You know, right now we have to plan, and it's hard. You know,
It is.
if you're going to pay for a bill, there's some time when you're not on site that you have to pay for. I have to drive to you, so you're going to pay for it.
Right.
I have to drive back. Usually on a sewer machine, I got to bring it back and clean it. And before I go into your house, you don't want me to come into that house, you know. So
Back
it's,
then, yeah.
it's not the easiest job. Now they make chemicals that you dump down, and as you pull it up, it's sanitizing the rod.
Wow.
And you know, especially during COVID, this was a big deal during COVID. And I'll tell you what,
Because you guys never close because they always needed.
we're always open.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have emergency on call.
Yeah.
And we've got much better at there's emergencies and there's real emergencies. During COVID, it was life-threatening or property damaging, which is really what you should be all the time.
Right. Right.
You know, nobody wants to pay $250 an hour for somebody to come out. And you got to be smart about that. And I like to take a lot of pride in the guys that do that because, you know, what's open at midnight?
Not much.
Nothing. So I come to your house and you got a furnace that, I mean, everybody thinks that we may have the shop that just sprouts every part up in the world.
You got to order those.
And the
parts.
real tough
Yeah.
ones are the ones that think they
Yeah.
just sprout up in your truck,
Yeah.
you know, and it doesn't happen. So try to educate. You know, I can come out there, but it's going to cost you $400 just to show up. And a very good chance you might have to pay another $100 just to drive to the distributors to risk whether they have it or not. And if they don't, what are you going to do? So if anybody's listening about overtime calls right now, that's really a big secret is ask the questions. Guys have, you know, technology's changed. My guys have gotten better. FaceTime's huge.
Yeah.
FaceTime's huge, you know, and there are real emergencies.
That's smart that you guys do.
Yeah.
That's smart that you guys do the FaceTime. That's smart.
Yeah.
that
Yeah, that
you
is
you
really
ask
smart.
And
questions.
it's not all the time. And
Yeah,
the guy
yeah.
might forget, you know, it might be a younger guy, but you want to listen. I always tell my dispatchers and anybody that works City Plumbing, nobody's just picking up the phone and say, let's call City Plumbing and act like we got a problem. There's always a problem. So the first step is diffusing it and sympathy for the situation because it is a bad situation. You don't want me to come out there. You need me on that wall. I had to say that.
I love that.
Give me some knocks on
Love
me.
that.
Want me on that wall. Me on that wall. You need me on that wall. You can't handle the truth.
That's good.
But you know, acknowledging those things and trying to, as our industry changes, like you have to educate. You have to educate. So look at this one. Here's a big one. I have unfortunately aged myself, and I have watched us go from 500 to 12 to 22 to 410A. These are refrigerants. And it changes my business too. It doesn't just change what I do for you. I
a-
got recovery machines. I've got
I like
vacuum
that.
pumps that can do these. I've got hoses that can only handle certain refrigerants. You can't contaminate anything. And with global warming and all the pressure on recovery, I mean, back in the day, you just walk out to air conditioner and chop it, go into the environment.
Can't do that
Can't do
anymore.
that,
Yeah, you can't do it anymore.
Though.
But I'll tell you what, a jet's worse than a 4 pounds of refrigerant.
Yeah.
But now think about what it did to our industry.
Yeah.
Now I got to spend, if it's 25 degrees out and I'm coming over to put new furnace and air in for you and it's cold, or let's say it's 40 degrees, that's a sluggish liquid refrigerant that takes twice as long as if it's 80 degrees out. So you have to factor in the time to recover. Now you got all the new refrigerants. Well, you can't recover that. Starting in January 2026, which they just changed, is Department of Energy and Global Warming.
Yeah.
Is there was so much pressure because we weren't going to do coal plants, we weren't going to do gas lines, and I get all that. It's each his own. The refrigerants have changed. And now our refrigerants are flammable. So they kind of scare you like, oh, you can hold a torch out there and it can light on fire.
Yeah.
It can, but 454 will just go poof, like a smoke bomb. But then there's 454B that could really be bad. It's changed everything I got to do. I got to buy new recovery machines. I got to buy new vacuum pumps. I got to change the process. And in 2026, starting January 1st, everything is mandatory going to 454. That's a scary transition.
Wow.
I've watched these transitions in refrigerant. I've watched how it's changed the structure of trying to do service. I've watched how it's increased the cost. It's not just, oh yeah, it's just a different air conditioner. It changes our industry. So anybody who's in our industry, it's important that people understand it. And you have to be able to, educate people on that. Now,
Well, to go with the industry and how things change, like you said, and like you just said about my dad. Yeah, my dad is a plumber. He owns his own business like you do. But all he does is service calls. So he does the total opposite of what you guys do. He does the sinks. He does the toilets. He does the water heaters. That's all he pretty much does now.
smart guy.
And that's all he does. That's all the three things he taught me on. So he can keep his business and keep it afloat. I can run it. I can do it. I can do everything. Those three things, that's those three things that he taught me how to do in my life.
But they're not always easy, are they?
No, they're not.
You can't see what's down in a pipe.
No,
No.
not at all.
So,
But people think you can. They think
go-
they got that. Oh, I see it.
I
It's
know.
going to take me
Crystal ball.
1 hour.
it's hard. It's hard work. But to go with the development of what you just said about the air conditioning and you said about that. So yeah, I went through all the process, how my dad do the lead. He had to do the testing because they had to do the testing. If you're going to do the lead welding, you had to go with the testing part. So my dad's prepping for the welding for the preparation. And so he's practicing in my
Back then it was lead pipe.
lead pipe. So he had to do the lead, melting the lead pipe in a big giant kiln and everything else. And he's scooping it up, pouring over the pipe, and he's going around and me as a little kid watching it and see the little drops of lead and how that forms. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I picked those shit up and I put them in a little case and made little designs out of them and everything else because it's dropping it like an ink block.
Yeah.
I think, ooh, what can I make this out of? And shit like that. But
He is not a plumber.
no, I really didn't care. I really didn't care. My parents kept me out of it, and I told my dad, they kept me out for so long to do better stuff for my life. Well, it's a great job to have. It's a trade. So I don't know why
Like
they
you said everyone needs a plumber.
Yeah.
Always gonna
And they always
gonna
and
be.
I don't know why they didn't want me to do it, but they kept me out for so long. I'd rather make the shit than clean it up. No offense, no pun intended, but it is a pun, but no pun intended.
It is a pun. So
I know, but
stop saying no pun intended.
but I don't mean to say it like that. I don't mean to say it like that. I'd rather make the shit than clean it up. So, but I watched him develop and do all that and do everything. and it was awesome to watch him do it. I mean, your son, kudos to him on wanting to follow the trade and wanting to do it. I mean, it's an awesome trade.
It's not an easy.
It's an
not
awesome
easy
trade.
No, I can
It's an
imagine it
awesome
would
trade
be.
to know and how to fix things. I mean,
Yeah.
I think that's why I'm good at Ace Hardware, because people do come to me. They said,
I walked right by him 2 weeks ago.
"Yeah,
I didn't recognize him.
I don't
he
need
didn't.
it.
He didn't recognize
That
me."
guy, I walked in. I said, I ain't gonna waste my time with this guy.
Well, the funny thing,
And he's like, Mike. I'm like,
I
Joe?
know, I know. He didn't-
what are you doing here?
I didn't have a hat on that day.
Yeah,
though.
I didn't recognize.
I didn't have a hat on that day, but people come up to me and says, "You're Todd Hill's son." I'm like, "Well, yeah." Said, "Follow me. I have a plumbing question."
Yep.
Said,
Doesn't that make you feel good?
yes, and I went, "Fuck."
You enjoy doing that. helping
No,
people.
because
You don't
I
enjoy
think
it?
he does.
I don't know all the shit that he
You
knows.
never will.
I don't know all the shit my dad knows.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know my dad.
You know, every day I go into work, I hope, and it usually happens, and it happened today. I learned something new.
I do. I
And
learn
every
something new
day I
every
learn
day,
something
yeah.
new. I'm like,
That's
I'm
always-
like all
that's always-
excited.
Yeah, it's always great to learn something new. Man. I'll
Yeah.
tell you that much.
I learn something new about Ace Hardware, or something new about what I do from there. But plumbing wise, yes, I might learn something new. But with something new, I like, yeah, I geeked.
Well,
Oh shit!
if there's one thing I could say for whomever's listening that needs heating or cooling or plumbing or drain work, is it's not always what you think it is.
Yeah.
And it's, these guys are technicians and they're there to try and make your problem go away. And sometimes they might lose track of the time, but they're doing everything they can, honestly, to try and make the best outcome. And, we try to take pride in saying it comes to drains, 2 hours. If I'm beating against a wall and I can't get through something, I need to probably let you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the next
Yeah. Oh,
option is
yeah.
digging it up or doing something, and that's expensive. But you know what? For every call I have like that, there's 5 calls where we just put an extra 45 minutes and poof, we get through. There's a lot to this industry, and these guys, they work hard. I mean, they work hard. And when they show up at your house, it's the same thing every day.
So
Yeah.
And but I give them all a lot of credit because they're really trying to put their best foot forward to help everybody.
I'll give you this question. You can answer it truthfully.
Oh,
Union worker or hands-on worker that known for about 50 years?
to me, the most
Which one is
I
equal?
got a perfect answer for this. To me, the most important employee is the one that has the ability to communicate and develop a relationship with my customer. I'm not going to say that a union guy is more talented than a non-union guy. Each guy gets what they put in, and that's it. I have seen union guys that are there for the money, not necessarily with me, but
Yeah.
I've heard stories.
Oh yeah.
And it's
Oh, yeah.
all about the dollars and not about the career.
I heard that about a lot of
Yeah.
And then I see guys that make peanuts that spend all day on YouTube trying to make themselves better. The perfect answer to that is the guy that sits right in the middle, that wants the best for himself and wants the best for the guy he's taking care of or the person.
You really want to hear the best answer?
Not really. I'm afraid to ask you.
The one that will fix the problem. Doesn't matter what happens, you fix the
You're
fucking
all
problem.
about cost, aren't you?
I don't care less about cost. I want to fix the
Hey.
problem.
He's going to call me up in 2 weeks. I'm going to go over and say, you owe me $1,200.
Oh,
He's going to go through the roof.
No,
I could have fixed that at Ace for $5.
No, I'll just call my dad. I would.
This has been a great time. I've enjoyed this.
I would call my dad on that one. But half the time, I know what I need to fix. I just too damn lazy, or I don't want to fix it.
Would you
myself.
rather have a guy come in here and talk and share, or a person come in here who just sits in the chair and doesn't say anything?
Yeah. I wrote that.
Wait. Say that again.
Talk and share.
Talk and share.
Or a guy that just sits in the chair and doesn't say anything?
Yeah, I'll talk and share. Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh.
Hands
So
down.
you need that.
I
I mean,
say
there is a
both.
time for
I say
quiet.
both.
See, you just answered like I
Hands
did.
down.
It's
both.
somewhere in
Yeah.
the middle.
I
No,
say
I don't
both.
want anybody just being quiet.
I
I mean,
say both.
if we got you in here, we got you in for a reason.
Yeah.
Tell us about what
Well,
your
you know,
life.
People get nervous.
That's
They,
why. That's
you
why
know,
bringing
you guys are really good at making you comfortable,
Well, that's
we,
we
we
get that
heard
a
that
lot.
a lot.
We get that a lot. You know,
especially you, James. It's the voice.
it's
It's the Allstate voice.
Oh,
you're a
You're
good
good
man.
hands
what's
with
in your
Allstate.
wallet?
Yeah.
You're
Oh
good-
wait, that's not a.
Yeah.
That's
You're-
Chase. Isn't it?
Yeah, that's Chase. You're good hands with Allstate.
Yeah. You
But-
do sound like that guy. Let me see
I
you
get
do
it.
it.
You're in good hands. Dennis Haysbert. Shout out to that.
You know,
Yeah,
I
it's not
think
because
the-
you know the guy that did that
Hey,
the
too.
best
He
insurance.
played in the movie Heat.
Yeah, the best insurance commercials are the guy from State. Is it which? No, not Jake from State Farm.
No.
The guy who.
Oh,
Are you talking
Do you
about?
want to deal with me?
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
the guy
that's
that
the-
Mayhem?
yeah,
Mayhem.
Yeah,
Mayhem.
I love that guy.
That's the
That
He's
was-
another Allstate guy.
That was one of the
No,
most
no,
creative
yeah.
things
Yeah.
that insurance has ever done. I mean, I look forward. You know,
Who the fuck called
do you ever realize? And now you see it on Prime and different things when
Oh,
you
yeah.
watch a movie. Now we're back to commercials. You know how long
I
it
love,
used to
I
take.
love watching.
You remember movies would come on at 8,
Yeah. And then
and you're like at 11.
11
you're like,
o'clock. Is,
oh, it's a special. It's on till 11:30 tonight because it's got 40
You
more commercials.
Commercials, yeah.
Are you
exactly.
past your bedtime right now? It's
Is that Connie? Is
9:47.
that Connie?
No.
I go to bed at 8.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, you have to get up at fucking
Well,
6
watch.
in the morning.
I don't usually go into work
Why?
till
I'm-
8:30 or
thank
9.
you for taking me taking 2 hours of your
Oh
time.
my gosh, I would love
to.
to do this again.
I appreciate
Hey, if Joe's not available, I'll host with you.
Okay.
shit.
I'm not.
I'm getting replayed.
Yeah.
Hey, those times
I'm
that
multi-talented
we may
too.
have to take you up on that.
I
You
would
know,
love it.
because
Wait, what?
Joe hates when we talk face to face
Oh,
about
I do.
current events. He hates it
Mm.
I do.
because sometimes when people
I'll
call
sit
off,
behind the
It's
scenes.
an opportunity to learn a perspective.
I'll,
from somebody
I'll
else.
sit behind
Exactly.
the scenes and
Do the
do that
cameras?
and do the cameras.
All right.
but
So
I
you don't like
You're on.
you don't
I
like conflict, do you?
fucking hate.
You don't like conflict.
He hates
do you?
opening it up.
I do. I hate opening up.
I
All
get-
I've seen every video I've watched is him cracking a bottle open and pouring a glass.
That's the only thing he opens up.
Good
And
ass
you're like,
questions.
oh, here he goes. He's opening up again. I've
Oh,
watched that a million
yes.
times.
I hate.
Here
asking
goes
questions.
Joe. He's starting the show.
Yep. That's right. I start fresh and prime.
Yes.
I know. I hate opening up because then I gotta meditate for about 8 hours.
You know what I love about this?
Woosah.
Is it gives me the opportunity to learn about you guys,
Yeah.
and it gives me the opportunity to share
He's learning.
with people.
Oh, that's the
And,
best.
and to me, I think we've become much more successful because we're learning more and more how to
See, that's
educate people.
That's why I like bringing on people that he like. No offense, I've known you for a couple
Couple
months,
weeks.
couple weeks, couple months, whatever. He every time like I'll
Just
shout
picking
out.
on you.
No, I'm not picking on. I'll do like this, like Pat Moody. He knows who Pat Moody is. You know who Pat Moody is. When he
He
sat
didn't know
there, no, when he sat there though, when you sat there, he didn't know physically who Pat Moody was or who you were.
Never got to meet him personally.
So
face to face.
He's a great guy.
learning
He's a cool guy.
who he was and learning everything about him, learning about you and everything else that I'm bringing on this channel for him. It helps me, it hurts me, and it helps
Why does
me
it hurt you?
because it hurts me because it's making you happy
Why does it hurt you?
because I'm an emotional
You don't want
guy.
me to see me happy?
No, I'm an emotional guy.
That's
That's
a
what he
big
wants
move.
is a pat on the
No,
back,
it-
James.
it's
Hit
a
the
pat on the
bell.
back.
Ding
No,
ding.
it helps you because it helps me. You're learning about more people, so it
It
hurts
shouldn't
me.
hurt you.
Yeah, it hurts me because it makes me happy.
What?
I'm an emotional
yeah,
man.
Yeah, you're
Put that wine
emotional.
away.
because-
Put
I'm
that wine
emotional.
away right now.
I'm an emotional man. I'm an
Yeah,
emotional man.
tight. Put the cap on.
Put
That's
the
it.
cap
It
on.
could be the Mountain Dew. Could be the Mountain Dew. A lot of sugar.
Yeah, I
Sugar.
had like 5 swigs.
The way
need
the way
more.
I've been evaluating things here in the last 15 minutes is you could be out and I could be taking that spot.
Okay.
We'll do an early show for you, so you go to bed at 8.
We'll be going Monday, Wednesday. Oh, you just dug on me, dude.
Yeah, sorry,
That's
sorry.
terrible.
Oh, Mike.
I'm sticking up for you.
Let's
Wait
help
a
you
minute,
out.
wait a minute.
Hey, I know you're sleeping by 7 on Tuesday, Thursday, Friday.
See, I only get one button. My one button is this.
He hated it when we
I
first
did. I
said that.
hated it. But
Nah,
shout out to KT.
He has a
KT
button
and,
for it.
and
He has
Jimmy.
a button for it. Now he loves
I love it. I want to get that nice. Boom. my life.
There's no knocking,
Yeah.
brother. You know, I'm
No,
But-
I know.
My thing is,
It hurt.
I do.
I'm very emotional. I'm about ready to go into tears over this, James.
Aw, I thought you were gonna get
He's
emotional.
gonna have to pay me to come back next
No.
time.
Oh, sorry. Pat Moody said we never pay people.
Well, our hopes is eventually
Yeah,
they
Yeah,
pay you to come on.
exactly.
That's
That's what
right.
you want.
That's what we're hoping for.
Yeah.
You want people to listen.
So, my last question.
Educational programs, dynamite.
We'd love doing this. I mean, this is one of the few instances where I can get to talk to different people that I have never met before.
Yep.
It
And
is.
when I do that, it opens me up to a whole new world, different things, different perspectives, different ideas, things of that nature. Just always a good thing to do this.
It's cool to learn about people and
I got
you know, look at our world right now. It's
yeah,
scary.
a lot of
and-
head butting.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
just need to slow down and listen and not, you know, everybody. If we didn't each have a side,
Mhm.
our world wouldn't be very successful.
Right.
We have to have that.
Yeah.
Just like I need competitors,
Mhm.
you know,
Oh,
to
you-
keep.
you
it's
got
just the
ton
way-
of them. You got ton
It's
of
just the
them.
way it is.
Keep you on your
But-
toes.
Yeah. So it's a good opportunity to learn.
So my last question, because we're getting down
I think
to
he said that like 4 times.
No,
now,
I-
and I
yeah.
feel like saying,
Well,
no
one
soup
more
for you.
question.
no,
Oh,
because
this-
no,
No more questions.
No,
No,
but-
soup.
it's getting close to there where he's going to tell me I
I
can't
know,
ask him
and then
more
we're gonna have
questions.
to. You guys are gonna have to go through what you learned about Mike Ross tonight.
So
I'm still processing it, man. It's
That's tough.
good.
That's tough. That
It
was a
is,
great
actually.
answer, and that could be all you have to say. I'm still processing.
It's still
Till
processing.
next time.
Yeah.
I-
Oh, that's what he meant.
Yeah. All right, hit me with it, Joe.
that's my last one.
Before you
Thank you.
forget.
So yeah, before I forget, my last question is: have you? It's kind of a funny question. So have you ever came into somebody's house and say, "Oh my God, you're a fucking hoarder"?
Well, the last time you had me over for an estimate, I was thinking that way. No,
Shit.
Like, oh my
no,
God.
but you know what? I'll be honest with you. I have seen that. My favorite one. This is my favorite one. I went into a house and the guy says, "You want new furnace?" He says, "It's a little tight down there." He says, I collect things.
Like, no shit.
And I'm
No
telling
way.
you, his basement area was bigger than this, and it was stacked
Oh, wow.
from floor to wall with I was much thinner then. I couldn't
Yeah.
probably fit today. You don't have to say yeah.
All right.
Twinkies. Hostess, Twinkies.
He had
Yeah.
a collection of Twinkies in his basement.
No, no.
Full Twinkies.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
And
I
I'm
thought
like,
that's what you ate.
no.
Where you're at.
Done
Here
with
we
the
go.
joke.
Now the
We'll
fat
push
jokes.
the,
Can,
no,
can
here.
you cut them
Oh,
I'm
off?
cutting them off right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
All right.
At least give me the fat sound. Whoop, whoop.
Because you went like I couldn't fit right now if I was
Listen,
my height.
Let me just tell you, I weighed 220 pounds for probably 28 years. I lost both knees. I had to have knee surgery, and I went
You
through a
tell me
lot,
that.
and I gained out of nowhere like 40 pounds,
Jesus.
and
Gotta
it's
do it.
depressing.
I'm sorry.
And I'm trying hard. I mean, I'm eat right.
You look good now, buddy.
You know, anything you say at this point, it's just not registering with
Joe.
me.
You about to get this.
Yeah,
button.
give him the-
Yeah.
Don't give me that.
What's
No,
it- Yeah, now we're talking.
You
I
didn't
think
have
he
to
gets
say
a
that.
double one of those.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's,
Oh,
you,
damn it.
that's what you might.
When people call me fat, I just pretend it's PHAT.
There you go.
It's cool. I'm cool.
I
No.
got boobs twice.
So yes, I've been in some homes, and I've been homes I've had to walk out. But you know, I was thinking about this when I was driving around, waiting for the scooter to show up out front because you were here first. I was here at 7:30, and you weren't here.
I was here.
He was coming back from the gas station.
Yeah, okay. Oh, he's going to get that twist off
wine,
stuff
yeah,
again.
that
And
wine.
the Mountain Dew is worse than that wine.
Back off my
But
wine.
anyway, you know, one of the hardest situations for me is, I mean, let's face it, financial struggles are with everybody. Before, now, it doesn't matter. And you go into some of these homes and you know,
Yeah.
well, what are you going to do? You know what? I've been in a home with 6 kids and a mom
I have too.
and no heat.
Yeah.
Well,
And you know, I like to take a lot of pride in this with my brother. And I've been stuck here and there. But you know what? For every time I get a good thing, I know I did the right thing. And it may be,
Makes you feel good.
you know what? You can't sit here and freeze.
Yeah.
You can't do it. It's hard.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know people that turn around and walk away.
Yeah.
And at times, the thought does cross your mind. But it's like, I've always worked hard, and I said this earlier.
Yeah.
Is I try to flip positions. You know, would you help me, James?
Yeah.
And I hope you say yeah.
No, yeah.
But a lot of people,
I would.
they don't. And, you know, I mean, it just happens. Whether I got to go and say, you know, you're not going to qualify for financing. Yeah, I might not. It doesn't matter. But
Right.
it's like, I can do a payment plan. What's affordable?
Mhm.
What works? And all I ask is loyalty and commitment that you come in every month that you set up and you make the payment.
Yeah.
And you know what? Everybody's got good in them. And some people just got a bad hand.
Yeah.
And you can't turn your back. So to kind of feed off the question he asked, that it is a difficult situation. I've been in homes where the whole floor moves when I turn the lights on. It's like,
Wow.
you know, and everybody doesn't have the luxury to live the way somebody else lives. So yes, I've been there. I have turned a couple times just because it just wasn't a safe environment.
Yeah.
But for the most part, trying to do whatever. Now I could have eaten all those guys' Twinkies and he probably would not have been happy. And I don't even know how you could eat 1,000 cases or boxes of Twinkies.
That's insane.
But it was one of the best hoarding things I've ever seen. And I like the Twinkie.
I'm more shocked that he had Hostess and Twinkies. That's a plumber's and
Oh, those gold cakes.
Oh, man.
That's a
Ooh,
plumber's.
with the three holes in the bottom with the
Yeah,
frosting
those-
coming
That's a
out.
plumber's
Man.
dream because
Oh,
every morning,
like-
my dad always
Oh,
said
man.
when he went to
Mackenzie's Bakery and get a
No.
Long John Creamfield.
no he went to Roosters every
Chicken.
morning. No, he went to Roosters every morning. Every morning he went to Roosters and got a Mountain Dew and
That's where you get it.
Yeah, that's where I get mine from. A Mountain Dew and a Hostess cupcake
Yeah.
Really?
every morning.
You know what I can't find? Susie Q's.
No.
Anywhere.
They don't make
They're
them
gone.
anymore.
Yeah.
No, they don't make them
Now
anymore.
those, dude.
I
Peel the top
Oh,
off.
yeah.
I asked about it.
Oh, man. Yeah.
They don't make them anymore. They don't make that or ding dongs anymore.
They do make ding dongs.
No, they it's
King dongs.
yeah. They don't make that type of style anymore like they used to.
You know, my my brother's father-in-law. I blame him for my fatness because he was a little Debbie guy. And Larry Clem was one of the nicest men I've ever met in my life.
You want some? I can give you some.
You got little Debbie's? I like the coconut or the oatmeal pies.
I know a connection.
You better not.
Do you think wait a minute now? Wait, what's that mean? You better not.
He's been eating the ladies' snacks out there.
Oh, not
I thought
those.
you were gonna say
Not those.
I thought you were
No.
saying he don't need any more help on the oatmeal pies.
No. I
No,
know,
no.
I know a guy, and I know a guy that is the biggest distributor around here right now.
You talking about
Jeff.
Jeff Pellick?
Yeah, because he's
Jeff Petlick? I went
Yeah.
to school with Jeff Petlick.
No, you
Or he's a year younger than me, maybe.
went with his dad, Steve, probably.
Now, is there Charlie Petlick? I got to tell you one story before.
Okay,
I know
go
we're
ahead.
closing out. You got to hear this
Go ahead.
story. And it is about Larry Clem, who was a little Debbie guy. And it's one of my favorite stories. So we don't do it anymore for everybody listening. But when they come in the shop, they park their truck in the alley. Everybody leaves the keys in the car and doors unlocked and
Yeah,
all this
yeah.
shit. So Larry is delivering Little Debbie's to a store in Decatur. And he's in the back of the store stacking all the Little Debbie stuff. And none of us realize anything at City Plumbing. And Carrie's working there, you know, his son-in-law. And Larry calls and he says, Carrie there. Carrie gets on the line. Yeah, this is your father-in-law, Larry. I don't really know what to say, but I don't know what kind of employees you're hiring, but they just held up the convenience store here, drove off in the City Plumbing truck. And he watched the whole thing. Somebody stole our truck from our alley and robbed 2 convenience stores. And what's the chances that Carrie's father-in-law is working at one of them.
Oh, wow. Wow.
They come in, they're like, I have no idea what kind of employees you got, but they just stole from the convenience store here. And it's like, you
Wow,
can't
you
make
can't-
stuff
yeah, you
up
can't make
like
shit
that.
like-
Yeah.
Wow.
And then they ditched the truck.
They did the truck.
Yeah.
So
And
that's-
there, you know what the most disappointing part was? They stole no Little Debbie's. So Larry felt bad and he brought me over. When I was in college, he'd bring me over a case of
it might,
oatmeal pies.
Oh,
and
no
take
offense,
those
it
to
might,
college.
it might be the same family because this family's been in.
Are we back on the pet lick thing?
Yeah, because
He's hard to follow sometimes, James.
I know it
Yeah,
is.
he jumps all over the place.
I do. We all do. Shut up.
You and Connie would get along great.
I
She'll come downstairs.
think
and
that's
say-
why. I think that's why we get along.
Yeah. She'll come downstairs and say, yeah, did you see that? I'm like, where are we at? What are we talking about?
She
Because
loves
she
me.
like in her head,
It's
she
okay, she
talks
loves
to
me.
herself.
It's okay, she loves me.
Yeah.
But with the whole pellet, I can get you Love Debbie's if you want some.
I love oatmeal cream pies.
All right.
Those are the best.
So
All right,
If
all
I
right.
get
Do you
invited
want the
back,
double-
which I hope I
you
do,
want the
I
double-
love the extra big ones too.
You want the double?
the double cakes? Yeah,
Yeah.
more cream.
See,
Well,
I don't
I'm not
like
gonna
the
say that.
I don't like the double cake. No, it's yeah.
They got the big ones
Oh,
with the double
man,
cream.
yeah.
Double cream. I don't like the double. Yeah.
Did you guys ever do Mackenzie's bakery? I don't know if they're
No, I don't
open
think
now.
I don't think I have.
They used to be where Azul Tequila was, or Zouk.
No,
or
they're not
whatever.
there anymore.
No.
Oh, I know they're not. Then they
Yeah.
moved downtown,
No, they're not there
Corner.
anymore either.
and they had
God.
the smiley face cookies. And
Yes.
every Friday
Oh,
they
you're
do
talking
the
about
double
Golden Brown?
golden brown. Well, they changed the Golden Brown Bakery. Yeah, Golden Brown Bakery.
Yeah, now they're just out of South Haven.
They used to do the double chocolates every Friday.
Yep. I was actually gonna ask them to come on, but then they said they're closing, so I went, "Oh fuck it, I don't want you on."
Boy, you curse a lot.
He does.
It's just terrible. I've been trying to keep it clean.
It's alcohol.
Yes.
I think it's a Mountain Dew.
A little bit of both.
I think
Are
it's
you
alcohol.
borderline diabetic?
Nope. Thank God
I
for
just
that.
wondered eating all that sugar.
Thank God for that one.
Mhm.
Pass that one. All right.
All right, guys, we are going to wrap this up, but we're going to do last call. Our last call consists of doing shout outs to whoever you want to,
Excellent.
business wise, family, whatever the case may be, and we'll
I-
pass it
I
around.
got this answer. I go first.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
being a member of the Crew and Blue and owner,
I love that.
my shout out goes to the community of Michigan's Barron County, Great Southwest, all the customers, the families, the family from the families that step down. I'm so thankful for all of them to help keep our business thriving. And without them, we wouldn't be here.
Yep.
I see shops come and go. I watch mom and dad pop up and pop down.
Oh, I have too.
I love my family. I appreciate all the help. I've shout out to my workers. I know at times we might not see things on the same page, but you know what? I know they're putting their best foot forward for me. Please understand, I put my best foot forward for you.
Yep.
And I just want to thank Michigan's Great Southwest, as
Great.
Pat Moody says. He did.
God.
Go ahead, Joe.
I'd like to thank you two too for.
Hey, thank you. No
Oh,
problem at
We
all.
always get that. Thank you.
Well, I take that back then if you always get it.
Yeah, we always get that. Thank you. Thank you. But so to ask a question before I
No
say
more
my final-
questions.
No,
Joe.
no,
Wrapping it up.
no. What?
Joe,
No, I
Joe,
gotta
Joe.
ask this because it's gonna my final thought. How many people do you have in your crew? you know offhand?
Yeah, I do. I have.
Just a number.
There's about 20.
20. Okay.
So we've shrunk down a little bit
Okay. So
for the reasons we talked about earlier.
no, that helps me. So with your crew of 20, you've been around for how long? 100.
Me personally,
No,
since 1902.
1902. Perfect. You guys know what you're doing in this community. This community loves you guys. You have a shop down here for so fucking long. I'm proud. Oh, you both looked at each other. Stop it.
Give it to him.
That's my final thought. How do you hit a final button on
Good.
my phone?
Good. Go ahead, finish.
Damn. So
Is there a question here somewhere? or-
no, there
That's
were
the final thought. To get it out.
no, none.
You know what thought
So-
did? Beat his pants and thought it was sweat.
I'm about to soon. I'm about to soon, but for you, kudos for
Thank
being
you.
open for so long in a heartbeat because you're a third generation, hopefully a fourth, because I see your son doing it or some other family member doing it because they want to keep it afloat.
You know,
Because it's been down there for so fucking long. I'm sorry. Yes.
Thank you very much.
It's awesome that you have. I think you're the only one that's been down there since the beginning.
Well, 1902, I wasn't down there.
No, not you. Who cares about that one? But that company's
Yeah.
been down there for
Yeah.
so.
Oh, I'd like
fucking
to know.
long.
I think we've probably been there longer. than
Yeah, I think.
anybody.
I think you are. I think.
You know, when you watch, you know what our building used to be was the downtown State Theater. So when you come in our building, you can still see how the bays are set up
Oh,
for
really?
the movie theaters.
Oh, see, I didn't know that either.
Then you can go up to
It's
second bay and you can see the projector windows that are all bricked in now. Pretty cool.
another lesson in history.
Oh, I know. It makes me want to walk in there and
Well,
look
come
up.
on
Yeah,
down
brother.
and see me.
So
Pick up a furnace. Or
I
something over there.
never looked up actually, but for that, kudos to you, props to you. Keep on living it and keep on living your dream, not anybody else's your dream, and doing what you want to do in your life.
Very
'Cause-
well said.
Like how you said it was, you never know what's gonna end. Keep living your own dream,
That's right. That's right.
James.
All right. I'm going to wrap this up. Mike,
I got
That's
one
my
more thing
point.
to say
Go
before I
ahead,
wrap
please
it
put it
up.
up. Go ahead.
So just for everybody listening, we're offering a spectacular savings right now. We're giving $50 off any furnace or boiler tune-up, checkup, inspection. Go to our website. You can go to Hero Palladium on the website, click to us, come down, take advantage of some money, and most importantly, take advantage of our good service. And remember one thing, I used to say this on the radio all the time. Only two things go out at night. I'll give you guys $1 each if you know what they are.
Whores.
Whoa. I don't even want to go anymore. I'm just going
And
to
alcohol.
alcohol. Vampires and furnaces.
Furnace is
Damn
my
it.
next one.
Whores, boy.
And alcohol.
That's the thing I can think of.
I'm not used to this. I'm like thinking it's like radio live, and we're like, oh man, but this is people are
Damn it.
listening and they're not listening. The horrors
Oh,
of the
there's
deep.
people listening.
I thought you were gonna say Joe.
Oh, he's part of that whore clan.
Damn it. I hate that.
All right, Mike, thanks for joining us tonight, man. I appreciate it. I've learned so much about your business, about you, and all things you've done in your life. It's been a blessing to hear you, man.
Well,
I
thank
appreciate it. For the future, I know you guys got it down pat. You guys got a great crew down there, and you've been doing it for a long time. Your family's been doing it for a long time. Kudos to that. Once again, I want to thank you for just coming on, spend some time with us, and we'll get you and your wife on here.
Oh,
next
I'd
time.
love to come back.
It's gonna be. It may be a little longer episode. You never know.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming in. All right, guys. Once again, when you guys watch on YouTube, please like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you can get more content like this every Monday and Wednesday night at 8 p.m. on the Third Eye Truth Theorem podcast. I'm James Gill, your host. That's Joe Hill, the co-host, and our guest tonight, Micheal Ross.
Hit that like button for
Hit
this
that like, yeah.
episode.
Yes, please and thank you.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Once again, we're getting out of here. We love you all. Thanks so much.